Yo, 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 it's the Xbox Ghost. Actually, we're going to start off the show with Hebot because he has a wicked ass intro for everybody.
Off the hip, off the hip. Welcome, everyone, to the direct show with our host, Kaleidoscope. Let's go.
Yo, that's what's up, man. With Collide. That was dope, though. I can't front, man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
There's something I need to address, though.
Please.
Every week, man, every time we do the show, there's always some racist comment in the comment section, which is a trip. I know what I'm saying. I mean, this is off topic. This has nothing to do with gaming, but it's kind of stupid that there's still racists out there in this world, man. I mean, it's just retarded, though. We all bleed the same. We all bleed red. Nobody bleeds a different color, all right?
Right.
And I was in the armed forces, you know what I'm saying, in the military, U.S. Army, 92 Alpha, all right? For people that want to know what my shit is, or my MOS was. And I remember when the Twin Towers went down, I was feeling for everybody that went down in the Twin Towers. And me, I'm a poet at heart. And this is something I wrote that day that the towers went down, all right? Yo, Collide is lethal with upheaval, so some people that be acting all medieval like a prequel to a sequel. What the dilly, Billy Philly, got you feeling all dizzy and silly like Mighty Billy, cheap and fasheezy, my kneesy. I'll please you with a steez that's sleazy, freaky sweet. Let the tongue roll this beastly, beat or weak, like the Twin Tower heat that was flashing all screens across this nation. Beef, a terrible tragedy for worse than the cavity. Got me fearing for family that got caught up like faculty. But don't you think it's high time we drew this line fine to outshine or these spineless swine? Rewind and pause for a moment to reflect on this. With all the shit going on, do we need racists? I think not, but that's the way it is. So just before the end, I'ma handle my biz.
Yeah, man. Every week we got these same motherfuckers, talking shit, man. And those are really the only comments I feel like we have to delete, because that shit's just unnecessary.
Right.
Completely, man. It's all about gaming. Just because you get butthurt because you felt like somebody attacked your I guess your counsel of choice, or I guess your significant other, I guess, because that's what it is for some people out there. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they got to retaliate with racist comments, which is completely stupid. All right, but let's move on to what's popping this week. All right, there's been a whole bunch of things dropping, you know what I'm saying? But let's go into the intros first. Before anything, we got E-Rock 8150 here for the first time as an invited guest. Yo, E-Rock, introduce yourself.
This is E-Rock 8150, the Don King of Xbox and the hype man for the Xbox brand. And it is a great honor to be here on the great program, the Direct X Show, minus the fraud. Thank you, Mr. Kaleidoscope. Thank you, Mr. Hebot. Thank you, Mr. Kano's Gaming Group. Thank you, Mr. 100. It is fantastic to be here, and I'm excited. Let's go.
That's what's up. All right. And then, good shit. Also, for the second time in a row, well, not in a row, but for the second time on the podcast, we got the DGX Tuck Master. Yo, Tuck, introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, this is your boy DGX Tuck Master, the original. This is your boy DJ Tuck Master 785, the original pony killer.
Killer.
Going on with all these killers so we can kill these ponies tonight. So let's go.
Oh, yeah, I feel you there.
And the Nintendo Switch.
That's what's up, man. And then, of course, we got the regs on the panel. All right, Mr. 100, introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? This 100, a.k.a. Mr. Easy E of the gaming community. Just in here, hanging out with my boys, Wins. Shout out to man E-Rock, to join us tonight. Bless us, you know what I'm saying, with his opinion in gaming. Y'all better get ready because it's about to set this motherfucker off.
Word up, man. I feel you there 100%, yo. And of course, Hebot, the most powerful gamer. Hebot, introduce yourself.
Bye, my friends, my brothers, my main man, E-Rock 8150. Thank you for joining us for the first time. It's a pleasure to have you here, and I'm glad that you finally were able to make it. Tuck, it's good to have you here again. Big Kano, you know how it is. We know how we roll. We family, son. Same thing with Mr. 100. Same thing with my boy Collider, and same thing with my boy Jay. We're missing Ghost tonight, but he's like he's here in spirit. Thank you for having me on again, guys. You know you can find me.
Exactly. That's what's up, man. Yo, Kano.
Yo, what's happening? It's your boy, the real young Kano, the brutally honest gamer, man. Here with my brothers, you know what I'm saying? On a new episode of the Direct X minus the fraud. You heard me? Let's get gaming. Let's talk gaming. And one more thing to all the people that's over here being racist, saying some racist stuff, middle finger to you because you know that racist stuff is played out. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep the peace and let's keep everything cordial. You feel me? Just get your mind right. Let's talk gaming.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, if it, in my honest opinion, they could sit on that middle finger and rotate.
They doing that with the Switch. I heard they doing that with the Switch, with the Joy-Cons and shit.
Yeah, they doing that stuff real good. The Joy-Cons.
Love it.
All right. Oh, and also one of the actually J-Long 908. You know what I'm saying? One of the regular panelists as well. J-Long, introduce yourself.
What's going on, guys? Glad to be back tonight on the Direct X Show. We got some good shit to talk about. Let's get at it.
The kingpin of setting up hangout rooms.
King.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the only reason we ran a little late today, man, because I had some issues with my cell phone. And, well, it took a minute, but J-Long was able to figure it out and set it up so we could do this hangout for you people. You know what I'm saying? Because we do it for the community, the Xbox community. Now,
Let's get it.
Myself, I'm Kaleidoscope. I don't think I need any introductions, you know what I'm saying? But just happy to be here. Happy the panel that's with us. You know what I'm saying? Ghost ain't here, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he's here with us in spirit, just like Hebot stated, all right? Now, there's been a whole bunch of things popping off this week. And I actually don't even know where to begin, really. You know, but there was this bugged out tweet I actually saw by Aaron Greenberg, all right? Somebody actually asked him, like, oh, yeah, so where are all the Xbox exclusives? And what Aaron Greenberg answered this fool, all right? He basically said, oh, so where were you when Gears 4, Recore, Forza Horizon 3, Dead Rising 4, and Halo Wars 2? We shipped that recently. Did you not see any of those games? You know,
that's like
kind
the
of
picture where Batman smacking Robin. That's the picture.
That's basically what's going on, man. I mean, all these ponies is acting the damn fool because now they getting exclusives. Where the fuck were your exclusives during the fall holiday season? They were nowhere to be found. They were nowhere to be found, man. I'm saying people would just walk by that PlayStation 4 and that shit would start spitting up dust. Like, all right. I'm serious,
They had exclusive during the Christmas season. It was that big ass possum game that nobody even purchased, and the motherfuckers, and it still ain't purchasing. It's fucking $40. Ain't nobody bought no Last Guardian. What the fuck is a Last Guardian? He ain't Guardian in my life. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no God in my life. You over there with that little kid.
The last ferret.
He over there. No, man. They over there stealing that shit from Far Corner, Never Ending Story. That's fucked up. I'll sue they asses for that shit. Glad I ain't make that shit.
That game is the epitome of child.
Like I call it, half possum, half monkey, half gorilla, whatever you want to call that little ugly little thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's half.
Where King Kong at? King Kong ain't got shit on that.
It's a trip, though. But let's start off with everybody's opinions on that statement, man. Let's start off with you, E-Rock, since you're new to the show this week, man. What are your opinions on Aaron Greenberg's statement to the?
First of all, thank you, Mr. Kaleidoscope. And I just want to say really fast, Boricua, to all the intelligent Puerto Ricans, to all the Puerto Ricans who listen to this show, who know that Xbox is the best box and PlayStation is the worst station. I've waited weeks to get on this show, months, years to get on this show and say what I have to say. Now, you people listen to me. When Aaron Greenberg answered that tweet back, that came from the heart. Where were you ponies at? Where were you at the last 5 months when Recore came out? Where were you at? Shopping when Gears of War 4 came out? Where were you at? At your grandfather's house when Forza Horizon 3 came out? This is a bunch of nonsense. And this month, last month, we get Halo Wars 2, one of the best RTSs that's out there, that's number 2 on the UK sales charts. And also Forza Horizon 3, number 10 on the UK sales charts. And nowhere on these UK sales charts is that ridiculous, horrible Niho. Where are these Japanese games at? They're not selling because you Sony ponies aren't buying them. So you better think twice when you tweet anything or Aaron Greenberg because they're not playing anymore, and you might get a ghetto answer back. That's what I have to say about that, Mr. Kaleidoscope.
Well said, E-Rock, man. That's what's up.
I'm sorry to be so belligerent, Kaleidoscope, but I've been waiting all week.
It's all good, man. Trust me, man. On this show, we're always live and direct, all right? And we actually talk real facts, not some shit somebody pulled out their ass, all right? That's what's up, man. I like keeping it real. Yo, Tuck, what's your opinions on that statement, man?
Hey, E-Rock, what you call the PlayStation again?
The PlayStation is the worst station.
No, it's called the shit station. Okay, let's get this straight. Okay, it's called the motherfucking shit station. Everything that old boy said Microsoft is right. Okay, where the hell was these damn ponies? The ponies still, hey, they only got one damn exclusive this year, and that's what that damn game called Horizon Zero fucking Dawn. Come on now, that's not. It might be okay, but what I'm hearing is about shit. So, hey, that's my thoughts on that. And I give all my power to Microsoft, and I'm glad that he did what he had to do.
I feel you as far as that's the only exclusive this year because after Gravity Rush dropped, the following day everybody forgot about it. All right?
Yeah.
So that's understandable, man. Yo, Kato, what are your thoughts on the Aaron Greenberg tweet?
I don't understand why these ponies is so worried about what exclusives that the Xbox got. To me, it just feels like these ponies spend more time on the internet than actually playing these games out here. You know what I'm saying? So, let me give you an example, right? You see, I got a PlayStation 4 too. I do my little investigation work on some of these ponies out here. So, I do some of my little investigation on it because I'm all around gamer, but my preferred platform is Xbox. But I do my preferred platform. I look around and see what's going on with some of these ponies out here. And most of these ponies that you see those favorite ponies that be making these YouTubes and be on Bang Bang and all them, they don't even play their games. The trophies don't even add up. So I wondered to myself, is they really playing these games out here? Do they really be about what they say? And to answer that question, hell to the nizzle. You know what I'm saying? So to these ponies out here that say that, oh yeah, we got all the exclusives. None of y'all ain't even playing y'all exclusive. I even got Horizon Zero Dawn and I'm playing it. You heard me? And honestly, the game is very repetitive. It's very, very repetitive. By the way, but ponies, why are y'all so worried about what exclusives that the Xbox got, right? Why do y'all spend all y'all time trying to tweet Aaron Greenberg and Phil Spencer and y'all not playing y'all games? You know what I'm saying? Y'all favorite pony YouTubers out here saying y'all play y'all games, but like I said, I see what's going on. I peep game. I do my investigation work. And none of y'all ain't playing y'all games. None of y'all ain't even buying y'all exclusives. Gravity Rush 2, I played the demo. It was garbage. Near game was alright.
You ain't never lying.
You know what I'm saying? Horizon Zero Dawn, alright, but very repetitive. So in the last possum, didn't bother with that. So I don't, they need to just get off their high horse and buy their games at least because y'all not selling on y'all games not selling on the PS4 like that. So let's get that clear. And two, stop worrying about what exclusive Xbox got because y'all over here was spending more time on trying to be on Yoshida's nutsack. I'm spending all that time being on Yoshida's nutsack. And try to praise that man. That man don't even give y'all respect or time of day. And Phil Spencer actually talks to their fans too. So, ponies. If y'all listen out there, to all the ponies in the world that's out there, go buy y'all games and get off of your shit and sack. Since none of y'all games ain't selling like that. That's all I gotta say.
True
Wow.
that, man. Well fucking said, Kano,
Jeez.
man. Word up, man. I mean, and think about it, ponies. You know, what does Yoshida said? What's wrong with indies? Know what I'm saying? I mean, they basically gave you shit for the first 2 years of this console life cycle. All right. So I was saying, he's like, what's wrong with indies? And basically, for every holiday season, you only get garbage games like the last possum. Right?
Hmm.
You don't really get anything of noteworthy value. They always fucking blow their load at the beginning of the year, but they got nothing up to wrap up the year. Now, so far we've had Halo Wars 2, like Kano just stated. And for an RTS game, that shit is doing well for its fucking self, man. And
Yes.
the first one actually sold 6 million copies. Halo Wars 1
Really?
went 6 million copies, yo. Can you imagine that shit? That's some fucking outlandish bull. That's outlandish, yo. An RTS game, and they
They
say
sold
is a
six
niche.
million.
Yeah, that's just
Well,
so. That's why you got. What do you think they did? They
Wow, I
upped the
didn't
ante
know it
this
sold
year.
six. I thought it sold like two or a mil. Damn.
No,
all
they stepped the
combined, all
game up.
sales combined. Microsoft doesn't like revealing all their numbers eventually,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I
it
know.
came close to like 6 million, man.
Wow, that's
Matter of fact,
wow.
ponies, it just hit me. Matter of fact, ponies, go ask your shit at Andrew House where's Cypher Filter? Where's Jack and Trickster? Huh? Go ask him. Go ask him where these old PlayStation 1 and 2. Where's Soul Reaver at? Huh? Where's all these? Matter of fact, never mind. I take it back with Soul Reaver. That's Crystal Dynamics always. We gonna it's gonna be multiplied anyway. But the point I'm trying to make is ask your shit at Andrew House where them old exclusives that people love that was on the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. Ask him that question. Stop worrying about what goes on Xbox.
Problem is they didn't have enough exclusives
No
ever.
doubt,
Hell
no
no.
doubt. Oh, moving along, yo, Hebot, what are your thoughts on this tweet?
Did he tweet it out today?
Yeah,
Well, I guess basically, listen, they need this. They need to start having bravado. They need to start having that pizzazz, that collar up, because they know what they got under the hood coming with that Scorpio. And no, I'm not trying to tout the console, but we know by word of a lot of things and hype that's going around that the console is going to be the real deal. It's not just a half step like they say.
hmm
So they got to start doing this because these are just the facts since day one. Even from the launch, they had about 9 titles at launch as opposed to PS4 having 2 titles or 3 rather because they had Resogun, Knack, and Killzone. You know what I mean? And then 3 months later in March was infamous when we got Titanfall. You know,
Right.
to their Titan. You know what I'm saying? To their Titanfall.
You still
Uh, what was that, Jay? I'm sorry.
okay, can't hear Jay.
Hello.
Did
Can you guys
Hebot
hear
just
me?
drop out? All right,
Can you
yeah,
guys
we hear
hear
you
me?
now.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
dropped out momentarily and came back in.
Hey,
Sorry.
he about it over here got two he bots. He is the most powerful gamer, huh?
Ah,
Right? Damn.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. So so basically, one, what to add to what Kaleidoscope said, that's absolutely fantastic that Halo Wars is doing well because it is a RTS on console, which is basically the main type of game that you see mainly do well on PC. So the fact that it's doing well on console speaks volumes because it's a very diverse type of game, very different. So that means people are adapting on console as well to play all kinds of different things. Me personally, I don't like the genre very well, but I am going to try it because I'm hearing a lot of very good things about it from Mr. 100, K Mega, and other people. I downloaded the demo, haven't been able to play it yet because I've been very busy, but it is on my to do things very soon. And he's speaking facts. He's facts. If he's lucky, he just said those games. He could have said a lot more, like where were you? Where there was Quantum Break, or Ori and the Blind Forest, the Definitive Edition, or Killer Instinct Season 3, or Aratana. These were all in the early last year, and he did it.
hmm
You know what I mean? So he got off easy, basically. If it was somebody like us, forget it. We'd tear him up. So that's good. By the way, I'm kind of curious. What was the guy's response?
Oh no, the guy was like, oh, but is that you guys don't have games like Horizon Zero Dawn and Uncharted? And then he was like, oh yeah, those are good games. He's like, I played those games as well.
So what's Quantum Break? It's not narrative driven. Neither Gears.
What was Tomb Raider?
Exactly. Tomb Raider only exists because
Uh,
Microsoft put their foot in it.
yeah, dude, I just got to be
Quantum Break
honest,
is one of
yo.
the best games that's on Xbox One.
Yeah,
It is,
yeah,
man. It
absolutely,
is. I actually
absolutely.
love that game.
Hmm.
But the way I see it though is like they tout that these story-driven games, right? Even though there are story-driven games on Xbox, all right, from Alan
Hmm.
Wake to Quantum Break to I mean the Gears, Halo, they're story-driven, all right. They have multiplayer, obviously. Some of them have multiplayer components, but they're story-driven games. It's all about the story. But yet, comparing, let's say, Uncharted, for example, that's a copy paste clone of fucking Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was
That's right.
first, you know, basically that old adage, that old saying, what came first, the chicken or the egg? You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? You know what I'm saying? Tomb Raider came out first well before Uncharted. All right. Uncharted basically copy pasted that and some of the mechanics from the Indiana Jones game that released on the OG Xbox. You know, the dude with the bullwhip and shit, that shit was dope as hell. And basically, they just took that formula and rolled with it. They did a good game in Uncharted 2. Uncharted 3, a lot of people ain't really feel it. Uncharted 4, a lot of PlayStation fans tell me that shit is boring as hell. Some people
It is.
like it,
So is
but a
three.
lot of people tell me it's boring. All right. So I was like, all right. So guess what? They did something that Tomb Raider wasn't able to do. They made the game boring. All right, which is kind of sad. And then now all these ponies are hoping that since they're coming out with that new DLC that's called Uncharted Legacy, they're hoping
Mhm.
for more games. And Naughty Dog came right out the shooting right off the hip saying, "You ain't gonna see no more Uncharted after this. It's dead. It's over with." All right, and you could tell with the four, they have nothing else to bring to the table. Once they got rid of old girl, what was her name? The one that used to be in charge of the Uncharted games.
Well, look, Naughty Dog has really never done anything original.
Amy Henning. Amy Henning. Once they got rid of Amy Henning, that was it, dude. The writing was on the wall. Uncharted was gonna die, people. All right, because once they got rid of her from Sony, EA was smart enough to fucking give her a job, and she's working on the next Star Wars game with Visceral Games. All right, the
Hmm.
guys that did fucking
Mhm.
that what was it? Dark what?
Which one?
That guys, help me out here, man.
Which
Visceral
one?
Games, the ones that did that
Yo,
space
can
thing
y'all
that was
hear
a
me?
horror.
Oh, you mean Dead Space?
Dead Space. They did Dead Space, and then what's that game that was like kind of like God of War, but was way more iller?
Dante's Inferno.
Hell yeah, Dante's Inferno. Those are the
It was
guys that are
awesome.
working with Amy Henning right now, making the next Star Wars game. All right, that shit is gonna be sick as fuck. All right, people just don't know what the fuck is coming,
Shit.
man. That's why y'all ain't gonna see no more Uncharted. They ain't got good ass writers. The only writer they got was that dude Tucker that wrote fucking The Last of Us. He probably wrote
So
The Last
Sony
of Us
can't
too,
afford.
but
Sony can't
that
afford.
formula doesn't adapt. But I've been rambling on for too long, though, man. Yo, 100. What are your thoughts on this tweet?
Man, shit. They say Microsoft got to take off the motherfucking gloves. I guess Aaron decided to do it. It don't make no difference. You know what I'm saying? People like the controversy. The interweb is full of controversy now. You know, people mad because they play nice every now and then, and they do this and do that. You know, it's the end of the world. But you know, Aaron is good for checking motherfuckers. He will check somebody from time to time.
Yep.
Yeah,
He
he
will
is
do
good
that
at
from
that.
time to time. But my thing is, they troll. You only control so much for somebody to sit there and say, you know what I'm saying, to say this and say that, you know what I'm saying, and doing this and doing that. I understand all that. So, it is what it is. Aaron, you know what I'm saying, this pimp slapped his ass, you know what I'm saying? With the backhand.
Basically.
Like, you know what? We got games. But
Hmm.
that's why I'm not in Aaron Greenberg's position, because I've been like, what it is, I'm like, yeah, what the fuck you gonna have this holiday season? Matter of fact, what's your next shit? That what? What? Was that Drive? Was that what's that new shit? Ain't
Gran
Drive the
Gran
Turismo
Turismo
Sport.
Gran
Sport.
Turismo Sport. So you calling it sport because you know it's gonna be sparse with cars. You
Yeah.
Bad,
can't.
bad
You not
PS2
finna.
cars, you know
You
that.
know.
It might be delayed.
Well, if it's delayed, it's shit. It's not, man. I don't know why motherfuckers be surprised if it's delayed or not.
I know it's been delayed
I
multiple
would.
times
They got
already.
two
You know what I'm
powerhouses
saying?
coming in right after them. That's
You
the
know what I'm
Project
saying? But
Cars 2 and
Because
Forza
Pony's gonna
7.
get mad.
you know what? In Project Cars, it's just I put it maybe a step or two down from Forza. It's more technical and everything. Project Cars is a good game. Sony should have tried to buy their asses out and had them do Gran Turismo. But you gonna know they gonna say Gran Turismo the shit. Gran Turismo ain't been shit in how many motherfucking years? In a
Ooh.
decade?
Polyphony Digital are over the hill right now.
And then how the
Since
fuck you shit on your
PlayStation 2.
people that bought them Project Cars? They bought Project Car. They bought Drive Dud. And what happened to them? What happened to them people? That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, they put them out of business.
You know? So do the PlayStation Nation like car games? We don't know. We don't know. But you know what? Forza amps the game every year.
Oh yeah.
Microsoft amps the game. Shit looks better. More cars. You know? I mean, shit, how many car packs? Forza Horizon 3 is going to get another car pack.
Yep.
I know.
So it's like, and then I had people saying, well, they only got these many cars. They ain't got no Volkswagens. They might make a Volkswagen car pack. Think about it. Microsoft knows this game sells and all this. And then somebody had the audacity to tell me, well, they use Gran Turismo as like a demo in racing games. Motherfucker, the last time I knew was Forza. Forza actually get a lot on these tracks. These is the dedicated, these are the straight tracks that you know they go on. They actually get a hand on the cars. Microsoft always come in the event with a brand new car that ain't too many people got. If your name ain't Jay-Z, if your name ain't motherfucking the head of, you know what I'm saying, GE, Warren Buffett ain't got these fucking cars.
That's true, man.
But
That's true.
they show you these exotic cars and let Microsoft handle them. Like, damn, you know what's that car worth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those cards are worth more than the budgets on these Japanese games, yeah. Just running that shit out.
So I'm like, people got to calm down. I'm like, people got to calm the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Aaron, you got to get, look at all the shit that you get. Halo, look at all the great, hey, man, when a motherfucker told me that Halo, that Uncharted is better than Halo 5, you lost your fucking mind. You just slapped the shit out of yourself. Then, look what they just gave. Look, Halo 5, all the content. Forge, you got people in the community making maps, all type of shit. They even got motherfucking on Halo 5. You can play motherfucking Mario Kart on that shit with the Master Chief in them driving cars. People sit down and made the shit. I don't see none of that on Sony. I don't see people there. You know, Sony say get creative. Let me see what you got. Give you development tools for free.
Yep.
Don't pay for it. We talking about for free. And then, you know what I'm saying? Look, check out Gears of War. It's more content. Motherfuckers, Gears of War didn't sell. It's motherfuckers more on Gears of War than probably on PSN at some time. You know what I'm saying? And you got, look what Microsoft did. People say Microsoft advertised. I wake up the other morning, I see Magic Nelson. Competitive League, Gears of War. I don't see no competitive league for Uncharted. Where the esports at over there? Esports sales over there. Where the fuck the esports at? Esports
They don't even
is
have
selling.
that.
And then we got this old bum motherfucking named Blitzes in the live chat.
It's like that with esports.
Well, you talking about esports? Esports sales. Look at TNT got into esports. ESPN got into esports.
Yeah,
you got players getting into esports. I don't see Sony esports. And they say if they say Street Fighter 5, slap the shit out of yourself. Sony do not own Street Fighter 5. It just happened to pay for a exclusive. It's not their own. It wasn't come from their studios. Whenever you saw Sony do an esports, I don't see that do an esports for Uncharted. For Drive Club. Where's the esport? Where are you hosting stuff at? Where are you giving back to the community?
Sport is the esport.
Yeah. Where are you giving that back? And if you say ESL, go kill yourself. ESL for every damn game. It's been on Xbox forever. You can go do a ladder match. You can go climb up them ladders. There's nothing wrong with that. But
True, man.
you know, people give Sony like they're just gods, and then I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna turn into Kratos. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start chopping off motherfucking the gods' heads. You know what I'm saying? Where's Andrew House? Where have Andrew House came and answered any questions? Only person I know is say Jabbar. He said he got a direct line to Yoshida.
He does have a direct. You know who
Man,
Jabari Clark is the biggest Sony pony on this planet. He doesn't have a direct line to Yoshida.
he ain't got no idea.
Yoshida doesn't even answer his tweets or texts. Do you know
No.
why? Because over in Japan, they don't want anything to do with you stupid, ignorant, moronic Sony fanboys.
But y'all praise that wherever you can get it, where like you say, you can't even talk on Twitter. You damn no shit don't see that motherfucker on PSN. What he's doing, he's sitting in a bathhouse, fucking hookers, you know what I'm saying, and having fun. That's what with your money.
Terrible.
With your money. That's what the great Yoshida is doing. That's what the great Yoshida is doing. Where is Andrew House doing?
Yo, and as a matter of fact, yo, Bo, just to add something to that, fucking underage hookers.
Man, God knows what's going on over there. I can't confirm or deny it. I ain't been in the room with Yoshida.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But check out all these people that you can communicate with or ask a question. You might can ask Aaron a question. Tim Dog asked Aaron a question. Do they have the marketing rights for the new Shadow of Mordor? Yes, we do. Straight up answer, yes, we do. We you know what I'm saying? We do have the marketing rights and all this, but Microsoft ain't doing nothing. We got to sit back. This is dry season right now. This shit is dry season. Mm-hmm. This shit drier than in the desert. I don't expect too much. I don't know if they buy games over there. We buy games.
We got some stuff. It's just smaller stuff. We don't tout that stuff, Bo.
Man, I put this way. This shit that's exclusive. We got indies that's exclusive. We got indies that's exclusive, but I ain't throwing no indie in your face. Man, I got auction free, even though I don't know. I'm just throwing out auction free. I don't know if it's exclusive, but I'm just throwing it out because that's the indie I just bought. Mm-hmm. I just bought it, but I'm like, it's a bunch of indies that that comes out every week, and some of them good, some of them bad, some of them Japanese, and some of them sad.
Hey, listen, if they could tout Resogun, we could tout Candleman. We got Candleman.
Or Crimson Dragon.
We got Rise and Shine. That's exclusive. We got Wells. That was exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So
see, this dude named Blitz. You know what I'm saying? He's so high off that pony shit. You know what I'm saying? He needs to start playing some Halo Wars 2 Blitz. No, I'm saying, but he's saying that we off jack shit and we have no games. Hey, this is a podcast where we'll put your ass straight on blast. We'll put you on prime time. So you better come correct when you come fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? You bringing out all this shit. And he probably on PlayStation 3 like Ezimag. I can't even think that nigga name right now. Miziago.
Miziago.
You know what I'm saying? I told Miziago, I'm gonna get you a GoCo fund you, get you a PlayStation 4 and some pussy at the same time.
Oh, that's some shit right there, man. As a matter of fact, that dude Blitz, what games have you bought recently that was Sony exclusives? You know what I'm saying? I would like to know. Just to know.
I got
a PS4,
and guess what? I gotta wait till after the holidays. I mean, after E3 to get my next game. After Horizon, there's nothing. Same thing with
there really is nothing after Horizon, man. Because most of those Japanese games look like PS2 games, people. They look like PS2 games. Because fucking from the 360,
don't forget those remasters.
Compatibility, you got Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey that looks better than 99% of the Japanese games coming out in your console right now.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
now, that's sad.
That says a lot.
And hell yeah, that says a lot, man. That's how underpowered these games are. And then they want to charge $60 for it? They out there, damn.
They bugging. Yeah, they bugging.
Bugging the fuck out, yo. Yo, J-Lon, what are your thoughts on this tweet by Aaron Greenberg? And I think he was botting on us.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's like the picture of Batman is slapping the shit out of Robin. He's just slapping the shit out of these people. Because there's a lot of people bringing up this misinformation. Like there's no games on Xbox. Look, they just dropped an exclusive 2 weeks ago. And, the day later, people forgot about it. And then they just act like there's nothing going on, I guess, because Horizon came out. All right, Horizon came out. But what happens after? Don't bring up all these games that Sony has nothing to do. because look, these people are making it seem like Sony is bringing all these games when they're not. These are handouts.
They're not
Microsoft
paid.
pays for it and works on every single exclusive they put out. They don't get free handouts. And if you really just look at what both first party and second parties have done, it's about the same. And Microsoft has put out quality title after quality title. They've had the better exclusives this generation, no doubt. And it's going to continue by the end of the year. And just because they got small shit like Voodoo Vince announced, doesn't mean we don't got big shit down the pipeline, guys. I don't know what's with all the freak out all of a sudden. That's just one small announcement.
No,
Well,
but
And
who
you
talking
as
about
far
Horizon
as
Zero Dawn right
people
now?
and as far
Nobody,
as
because it's
people
Zelda. It's Zelda in the Switch. The Switch is
yeah,
slapping that shit like that bitch. Sit down. Go find go find them
yeah, and as
dinosaurs.
far as
And not
people
saying
go,
that game was not a great game, but what? It died down what? How fast? Look how down
real
fast
Yeah.
how
fast.
fast. Look how it's swept under the it's under the carpet. It's like no one's
Yeah.
talking about it. The only reason I see it because it's people that I follow. They playing it. They saying, "Oh man, this is a pretty good game." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Oh, it's cool, man. I might pick it up. I'm gonna pick it up." But I'm like, I'm backlogged on. It's sometimes you get so backlogged. It's like, okay, I really don't like to play with that damn controller. I even thought about getting that rip off controller of the Xbox One, that generic one, to play that shit. But then it's like, why I'm paying all this, getting this money for something that it's a one hit wonder. You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
I plug this bone. It's like the day at work. We was discussing the day at work. This guy was trying to say, well, should he get an Xbox One or should he get a PS4? And this one guy said you should get a PS4 because the PS4 is better. So when I broke it down to him, I broke it down to him at lunchtime. I caught him up with lunchtime and I broke it
Do
down
that
to him.
shit, Tuck.
That's what I told him. I said you got EA access. You got this thing called Season Pass. Xbox Season Pass is about to drop down in April. You got better exclusives. I mean, you got better innovation because they're doing updates after updates after updates. Um, I think when young boy came,
If he bought it out.
And
just Horizon Zero, and
they
and,
taking
and
him out.
and I think he said the servers are down.
Yeah, he's right.
So I'm like, come on now. I mean, this shit been going on with Sony ever since day one.
where Horizon
And then you got
servers are down.
I mean, he was just saying that some kind of damn update or something like that.
Oh yeah, they getting
So,
that update where they can
Yeah.
get the install the hard drive, the external hard drive.
And I'm gonna explain it to y'all right now. What happened? Right, I was trying to play Horizon Zero Dawn. I was playing for about good, like 10, 15 minutes, right? And I was getting into like a mission. Once I got into a mission, next thing you know, the thing just like connection lost and stuff like that. And I'm like looking at the maintenance down.
Yeah.
Off
That happens
maintenance.
a lot on PlayStation 4.
I'm like, man, this some bull crap. I was about to rage, man, because I was getting into that. Like how when you play a game, you really start to get into it.
Yeah.
Right.
hell
Yeah. Yeah, I was mad as hell.
But wait
And,
a
you
minute,
know,
Kano. I thought you could play the PS4 offline.
That's what I wanted to. It
Yeah,
hurts my heart that happens like that. That's why I say, man. That's why I mess with Xbox. I'm playing a Nintendo Switch right now as we speak, though. But I mess with Xbox. You feel me?
Oh, that's
What do you
that's
think?
some bullshit, man. I mean, all that shit that they touted at the beginning of the generation that you could play offline, and then you get thrown offline for playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Right.
And he
Pure
doesn't let you
bullshit.
play it.
So
Shit.
as I told everything that the Xbox got, he just said, "Well, thank you. That's all I need to know." So he went on there and called me. He called me today, and I helped him. I helped him set it up.
Oh, he got it. Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
he got one. He got an S.
Damn.
I said, go and get the S. The S got everything that you needed. I said, you got to
Could have told him about the 4K player and all that.
he got a
Yeah.
four.
I imagine he likes football, right? He likes
I told
football, Tuck, right? He
Huh?
likes football, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know you got him with
And
that
I told him
EA
all-
access. Hell
Yeah, I got him with the EA access. I said right now you can get. I said with the EA access right now, you can get Madden. If you get the EA access, $29 a year, you can get Madden for free.
For free. Yeah.
Plus the other
You know,
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, plus other stuff too. I mean, hey,
Wow,
you
you're
know,
a better marketer than Microsoft themselves. Then.
so when I told him all of that, he just say sold. I'm just waiting to see what people's gonna say.
You see all these criminals, E-Rock? I told you, they crazy.
Good. I'm glad that man bought the Xbox One S. That'll be one less underage hooker for you, Yoshida.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
one less
shit.
underage hooker dressed like a high school girl.
Yes.
Yo, we going crazy right now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
These are
man.
some severe allegations.
Just having fun.
and another thing too, y'all. When Microsoft wanted to announce that Microsoft pass,
Game
oh, that just blew everything on away.
I'll
Horizon Zero Dawn will even exist no more. Nobody even talk about that damn game after
The
Microsoft announced
Xbox
that.
Game Pass. Yeah, I feel you there.
the-
And as a matter of
What's that?
fact, they said they're going to be bringing it to Windows 10 for 2016. Windows 10 was on over 400 million devices. All right.
I can believe it.
That's September of 2016. All right. We don't know what it is now. All right. And just over the holiday season, Xbox Live users grew by like 5 million people that added themselves as brand new people to Xbox Live. All right.
yeah, after the
So I
holiday.
mean, that's some growth out the motherfucking yin yang. If I the way I see shit, you know what I'm saying? Now all them
No,
ponies,
see, see, see.
they could talk about that Microsoft don't sell games, man. Guess what? They is selling games, man. They're selling games by
That
the
service
fucking
going that
buttload.
service going to sell like hotcakes.
Oh
Yeah.
hell
Think about
yeah.
this. If you got the say if you got the Scorpio, people was worrying about okay, all right, Sony's going to bring down the price of the Pro during the holiday.
Right.
What
Right.
I would counter with the Scorpio, Xbox Game Pass 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
You got
Oh,
all these. I'm
they,
giving you 6 months for free, and I'm bundling the game. You know how to think about it. Microsoft can bundle a game of your choice, or you got 5 of these games you can get. Halo 5 runs in 60 frames per second, 4K.
Mm.
Give it away that. Forza
Ballers in the
Horizon,
court.
man.
Ballers in the
Forza.
court.
You can
Boom.
throw both Forzas in. They can throw packs that will counter what
Yeah.
Sony got, because what Sony gonna have to take power of that software?
That's right. The ballers
No,
in the
none of
court.
their
They're gonna have
first
Knack
parties.
2.
Right now.
None
They're
of their
gonna have
first
Knack
parties
2
take
against the
that.
Scorpio.
Yeah,
Watch out.
Knack. Nobody playing that whack shit. Just like crack is whack, Knack is whack.
Yo, I gotta ask a question though, man. Horizon Zero Dawn on the PS4 Pro, does it run at 60 frames per second at 4K
I
native?
don't think so.
I don't
Hell
think.
No,
no.
No.
Hell
no.
no. That shit is stuck at 30.
Oh
It's stuck.
wow.
It's
It
locked
actually,
at
when
30.
you run it in 4K on the Pro, it actually dips the frame rate.
Wow.
That
Well,
sucks, man. That sucks.
that'll actually lead us into the next topic, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the developer, one of the technical director from Middle Earth: Shadow of War,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
right, that's actually going to be running 4K native, 60 frames per second on the Scorpio. Actually, this is the guy that's in charge of optimizing, and he states that it's a true upgrade. All right, that they didn't just upgrade some stuff, which is what they did with the Pro, all right, because it was a half step. I mean, the guys from Moon Studios stated a couple of months back that, all right, that was just a half step. That's not a real next gen console. Even though he went a little too far by stating that it was a next gen console, but it is a true upgrade because there's
Right.
going to be a lot of games.
Basically, it's the upgrade so large. If it's almost like if it was a new console. That's how big it is. The difference.
Exactly. That's how large the upgrade is. And they upgraded it even further, all right? Because that's why old dude from 343 Industries actually stated that the Xbox Scorpio was a lot beefier than what he initially thought because Microsoft upgraded it even further.
Even
All right.
further.
And there are
Yep.
rumors circulating that Doom is going to be running 4K native at 60
Oh my
frames.
god.
Battlefield 4, 4K native at 60
Witcher.
frames. Halo 5 is going to be a beast. They said that shit is no joke. All right. 4K native, 60 frames per second. Witcher 3 as well, 4K native, 60 frames. And Fallout 4 is going to have all the bells and whistles on the ultra settings from the PC. All right. This
Yeah.
is not no half step, people. All right. This is the whole 9 motherfucking yards and then some. All right. Now let's start off with E-Rock. What are your thoughts on that statement?
Well, gentlemen, all this is doing, it's confirming everything we've heard from other YouTubers like Dealer Gamer, who's actually run benchmarks. He's been doing a lot of good videos. It's everything is being confirmed slowly that we heard from Phil Spencer and Aaron Greenberg last year at E3 about they didn't want to do a half measure. Now we didn't know what they were talking about until
Mhm.
now. Until now, they said they didn't want to do a half measure. They didn't want to do incremental upgrades. They wanted to do a true generational leap. Now, they're not going to call the Xbox Scorpio the beginning of the ninth generation, but we may as well. But now we've been having developers slowly leaking out and saying, man, this thing is beefier than we imagined. Man, this thing's got some power under the hood. And now we're getting a list of games going to be running in true 4K. No 4K upscaling or checkerboarding. True 4K. This
At
console is going to
60
be
frames.
that right there to me is incredible. And guys, if I could be serious for just a minute, this is why the media has been working so hard to try to derail Microsoft. This is why the media
Right.
and the Sony ponies have been trying so hard to, oh, Xbox has no games. Oh, it's a drought over there. I've never. I've been in this console fight for a long time, at least since 2006, and it's the same thing every year with these Sony ponies. Sony releases all their games at the beginning of the year. Sony blows their load. All of you ponies' backs, you dance in the streets, and then the holidays come and Xbox kills you. But this time, guys, is different. This spring is a little bit different. I've never seen, sorry to take up so much time,
I
I've never
respect.
seen the media this desperate, almost feverish. Michael Pachter,
Mhm.
Forbes, okay? Guys, connect the fucking dots. I've never seen the media so feverish to try to downplay the Xbox Scorpio. And I know why. We can all pretty much figure out that this is possibly Sony's last console. They've blown their money on one PlayStation, PlayStation Slim, and now PS4 Pro and PlayStation VR. Sony does not have money like this. This is possibly their last console.
Right.
They
Right.
they hedged their bet on the Pro, and I don't even think they knew that Microsoft. I didn't know. I don't think they knew Microsoft was going to do this. I don't think anybody knew Microsoft was going to come out with 6 teraflops, possibly more. We still do not know. So when I hear news like this from these developers, when I hear stuff leaking out right as Horizon Zero Dawn launches, when I hear all of this news and I see all of these Sony ponies panicking, it makes me happy. It makes me happy. It makes me happy, guys. It makes me happy. Do you know why? Because even now, as we speak, Phil Spencer's wife is drying all of Phil's shirts on the extra high settings. So those shirts will be 7 sizes too small when
Oh,
he unveils the greatest console of all time. And Kaleidoscope, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I feel you, man. I feel you, E-Rock. That's well said, yo. Word up, man. I can't wait either. I know it's gonna be some shit. Yo, J-Law, let's start off with you. What are your thoughts, man, on this?
Man, if the Scorpio really lives up to what these developers are saying, man, I think it's gonna obliterate the Pro, bro. I really think it will, cause like you guys were saying, it's not a half step, and it's really just gonna just throw the pie back in these the media and these Sony fans' faces. Cause I go on
Hmm.
Zaire's comment section and there's always this pony in there typing the resolution. I'm really wondering if the Scorpio when the Scorpio comes out, will this pony update that list with the Scorpio version and the resolutions? It's just it's just like I just really want to see the people who are touting all this power shit. I really want to see what they got to say. And if they don't switch, that means this whole thing was for nothing. And we all
Right.
know it was, and we all know they're all on this bullshit. And I just want to see people just I think one of the best parts of the Scorpio would be just to see the people get the egg on their face, really. I got a 4K
Yes,
TV. I'm gonna
yes.
definitely enjoy the benefits of it, man. But just to see these people get exposed, that's just gonna be half of the fun.
Jay,
That's all
you're
I gotta
Hell
asking.
yeah.
say.
I feel you on that, man. Most of them, they're gonna end up sticking their foots in their mouths and shit. All
Hmm.
right, they're gonna chew on their sneakers and shit when when the Scorpio
Man,
drops,
That's true.
and
That's
they ain't
very
gonna be
true.
talking about no more resolution. All right,
No,
so
they
so
ain't
yeah,
talking about
Tuck.
that right now.
So Tuck, let's go with you.
Shit,
I
they
know,
ain't
right?
talking.
They really ain't talking too much about resolution now.
Yeah, they
True,
ain't
that's
talking about
true.
resolution no damn way now. Now my whole insight about this, that everything that E-Rock said was right about everything about hell. Somebody better be glad that hey, they might hey these damn ponies better hope to keep the damn doors open. After all the damn money that they spent last year, hell, the pros are flop. The damn VR, hell, nobody ain't even talking about that piece of shit no damn more. I mean, let's just be truthful. Hell, they might not even be opening. They might have to close the damn doors on that son of a gun. They looking to sell their movie studio. I'm
Oh
talking about
wow,
as the
really?
company as a whole. As the company as a whole, see these ponies, they looking at just the PlayStation name as a whole company as a whole.
Hmm.
Worth now ain't worth peanuts right now. When they sell they off that damn television division and the damn movie division, and then next of the PS, it would be the PS, it'd be the Sony division, the PS4 division next. So, in other words, these ponies better hope and pray that Sony don't close the damn doors on that shit. So, as I'm concerned, y'all know what I'm thinking about Sony. I would never
Yeah.
buy one, never have one. I don't buy Sony products in my house at all. TV. I would never buy PS4. I bought the PS3, and all that shit did was just collect dust. That's all it did in this house was collect dust. And my wife, yeah, she used it for exercise. But outside of that, me playing games, oh hell no. Hey, all I gotta say is this: and the ponies. It's true. Shit.
All right. Good
Allah be
shit. Good
praised.
shit.
Shit.
Uh-huh. Good shit, yo. I actually had this Sony fan come up to me at my job, and he was seeing one of the videos I did with Gears of War. All right, the one with the Godfather Gaming versus Scarface,
Right.
and he was blown the fuck away. He was like, "Oh shit, yo, that shit is raw. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Is it on PlayStation?" I was like, "Nah, it's on Xbox One." I told him, "Nah, it's on Xbox One." He's like, "Oh, nah, man, I'm only PlayStation." I was like, "See, that's a wrong statement to tell me." You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, when I bought the first Xbox, even before I bought it, everybody was, after the Dreamcast failed and whatnot, obviously because nobody wanted to get it, but it was a beast regardless. But everybody was
Yes,
on the
yes.
PlayStation 2 tip. So everybody over here was thinking, oh, so yo, Kaleidoscope, you're gonna get a PS2? I was like, I don't know, man. Microsoft announced that they dropping a console, and Nintendo announced that they dropping a console next year. So I'm gonna just wait and see
Yeah, those
to see what the
so-called
fuck they
gaming chips
got.
before
You know what I'm
Dreamcast.
saying? Yeah. So I just like let me just wait and see to see what Microsoft and Nintendo brings to the table. And when I saw Halo running on Xbox, Dead or Alive 3, I mean, and the games that came out for launch, I mean, there was like fucking Ready to Rumble Boxing, Soul Calibur. I mean, no, I'm going. That was actually Dreamcast, but y'all know what I'm getting at. When I saw those games that was coming out for Xbox, that shit just fucking blew my mind. I was like, yo,
Yes.
my mind is made up. This is the console I'm getting. I'm getting a console that's actually showing me something that I've never played before. I'm not sticking with a console just because that was my console that I had before, man. Fuck
Yes.
that, yo. If
Yes.
fucking the PlayStation never came out with something that blew Microsoft out the water, I would jump on that shit in a heartbeat, man, because I'm a gamer at heart, dude. I'm not just gonna be like that's why I felt like this dude was just retarded by telling me that statement. Oh, I'm PlayStation. I was like, dude, this is a game you telling me right now that is the illest shit you've ever seen, and
Right.
you won't buy this console because
The
you state
curiosity alone should
PlayStation.
have made him be
I
like,
was
what?
like, dude, they're basically sticking their hands up your ass and shit and fucking you without the Vaseline. All
Well,
right, that you don't even notice it. I was like, damn, man. Well, anyway, yo,
Oh man.
Bone. Well, what are your thoughts on this shit, yo? On what we
Man,
discussed earlier?
about
Scorpio.
Yeah,
Shout
the
out Scorpio.
yeah,
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Yep.
Man, Scorpio, people just the shit going like it's gonna be a powerhouse to me. Developers are loving it. Why people don't go back to the first last year E3? What they had developers talking about the shit. They wasn't talking about it. Developers was in the video talking about this. Like, wow, this is a thing. I didn't see nobody talking on Sony shit talking about the Pro. This is the
It's
Pro.
a
This is this
beast.
and that. They didn't have none of that shit. They just showed you something. They kept it hitting for so damn long to realize it was two motherfucking PlayStations smushed together and shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's what it
saying?
was.
They hit it so damn long because you know what? It was rushed. See, I think they might got specs on the S, not specs on the Pro, on Scorpio. So when they saw that, like, oh, we got something that's big and better than Microsoft set out and said,
that's
hey,
actually a
this
good
is,
point.
you know what I'm saying? Microsoft might hit them like, hey, this is the S. And like, oh, that's the S. And then at the end of the show, what the fuck? That shit was true? We got to hire an orchestra. Give a fuck. You don't win no E3 over no fucking orchestra.
Oh,
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
That was
Hey, motherfucker, tell me the orchestra was good. Did you hear anybody clapping in
Hell
PlayStation?
no.
That
It was
motherfucker was silent in the mouse. You can hear
Everybody was
motherfuckers. They was, huh? What the fuck?
Shit.
This?
Nah, if anything, that little mouse was in the corner laughing his ass off, man.
Yeah. Then you shit your consumer off for not even throwing an Ultra Blu-ray player. You supposed to be down with Blu-ray, even though Sony does not own Blu-ray. People they don't own Blu-ray. Let's get that shit to about. Microsoft sits on the boards of directors for Blu-ray. They don't own Blu-ray. So let's get this shit together before you say Sony push Blu-ray. You know what I'm saying? Just like Microsoft tried to push, you know what I'm saying, HD, that other joint. So
that's what
trust me. Yeah, so y'all got to get that shit. But to me, everybody say Blu-ray, they say Sony, right? But when you say it down, like what? It ain't on their console. You want me to buy $400 so I can go buy this Xbox One S? Damn, they giving me what? Halo Wars? Oh, she's gonna give me Battlefield 1? You gonna bundle this with a 4K TV? Can't beat that shit for the fucking world. I didn't see Best Buy trying to bundle pros. But they was running them S's though. They was bundling the shit out them S's. They was guaranteed that you had a TV that was gonna be HDR ready to support that shit. They wasn't finna give you that motherfucking Western house.
That's a sad thing.
Yeah, they're not giving you no Western house. Now all of a sudden Sony has their Blu-ray player out. Microsoft shit is still cheaper than that shit.
That's why they did it, because they had one already in the works that they put R&D into to make a separate 4K player. That's why they didn't put it in.
For what? Nobody, man, trust me, if it's a lot of parents out here and a lot of kids want to do this and this and that. And if I'm a consumer and I'm gonna ask, when I see it, I think Best Buy was selling Xbox One S's. Just like motherfucking GameStop wanted to say the indie station, want to sell that shit all the time. Want to say, oh yeah, you need a PlayStation 4. And then when a person might question them, so what I need a place to do? I got an Ultra Blu-ray player or do this Xbox One S does it? Oh, the S does it, man. You got to give me that S, cause shit. Cause what do both of them do? They sell Ultra Blu-ray. Ultra. That shit. Then you talking about I got streaming services. That shit is buffered. Yeah. That shit is not fucking true 4K. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Your cable provider lying to you if they say it and they give it to you in 4K.
To add to what you say, I remember they were, and sorry that I interjected, I remember they did a bundle with the PS4 Pro in the holiday season. I think it was during Black Friday, and they were giving like 2 4K movies, and I'm like, how the hell are they supposed to play if the console don't got it? I'm dead ass.
Yeah, and that's bullshit. And people accept that. They accept that, but it's supposed. Remember before? Oh, Xbox is all media. They're talking about TV. What the fuck, Sony? Sony View. Sony this. View. Yeah. Come on. But see, motherfuckers ain't coming out and talking about that shit. Now they all TV. Microsoft said we ain't even coming out with our own streaming service. Hey, we're gonna come. Hey, you can play. You can get this. What's the app? Dish Network got it. That's better to me. It's a better value than View. I can't think of the damn thing right now. I'm on brain freeze. But look what you get offered from Microsoft and what you get offered from Sony. Ooh, it ain't no. I don't even think motherfucking Nintendo go down for maintenance. That's a damn shame. You schedule maintenance. Who the fuck schedule maintenance?
Hey, the last time
after 3 years, they're still scheduling maintenance. That's the fucking fucked up part.
And that's telling you that the PlayStation 4 architect is still off the PlayStation 3, is using the same server form. If that shit go down, it ain't coming back. Where Microsoft has several server forms. So yeah, you might go down for 20 minutes. We might have like, go down for 20 minutes. Our party chat might fuck up. I had a motherfucker. Oh man, I can't get on party chat. For what, nigga? You must be playing the game anyway. Shut up.
I know, right?
And usually when the party fucks up, you just start a new one and it gets right back.
Yeah,
Right.
Just like
It's
Just
just
like
that party
Maximilian said
server.
today when I was listening when we was earlier, we was in the pregame, and he was saying that what Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom, what better netcode it is, and he said he was in the middle of the game, and it's like Microsoft cut the servers off and cut them back on, and he said, "Oh, I was playing like it wasn't shit after that."
Hey y'all, you know the stupidest thing I ever heard anybody say when it come down to the Blu-ray bullshit? You know, everybody say, well, you know, Xbox One, they got, I say, hey, Xbox One got a Blu-ray, but they're gonna say, well, they gotta download an app. I say, hell, they still got Blu-ray.
Man, that app is what
I'm
4
like,
point something fucking kilobytes.
Bone, I had
I
never heard
know,
nothing
man.
like that in my life. I had never heard nothing like,
Yeah,
well,
but the app,
PS4 got Blu-ray.
they gotta
PS4 got Bluray.
activate it.
Xbox don't, one don't, but y'all got to download the app. I said,
Yeah, but
last time I checked, it's still Blu-ray. I'm like,
Well,
Exactly.
you should have just let that pony know. Look at how many Xbox Live users there are. We have internet. Right? I don't know about you. Do you play offline?
right.
I'm just saying, man.
about giving me $50 a piece.
All right, so yo, Heba, what are your thoughts on this whole Xbox Scorpio thing? All these games that are going to be launching at 4K native, 60 frames per second.
You mean the comment with the guy from the developer?
Yeah, the developer and the rumors about all these games that are also going to be running 4K native at 60 frames per second, not 30 frames per second, not checkerboard, but 4K native 60 frames per second.
Oh,
hey, Hebot, I got one more. I'll get one more thing to say.
Go ahead.
Here go my son. He had a PS4. He
Right.
had a PS4. He gonna say it's better. I said, son, where's it better at? So he had Mortal Kombat. I had Mortal Kombat. Put the damn shit side by side. He couldn't
shit.
tell the difference at all. So you know what? The next day, what he did, he went on there and sold that damn PS4 bullshit and got an Xbox One.
Good for your boy.
God bless that young man.
Yeah,
Nice, good shit.
teach
yeah.
one, teach all. Know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I said, oh
what's up.
man.
Oh,
So
you guys know I have a setup where I have two panels, exactly the same resolution, same settings, and that's why I try to do those comparisons. Because it says a lot when you show it, live. Even though it's not like Elgato, you see it in crystal clear, but at least you're seeing through my camera live what the differences are, and they're very. Sometimes there's no difference. Sometimes it's minimal. Sometimes Xbox is always, better in a lot of areas because.
Yeah, and sometimes it's very noticeable because, like, I saw the thing that you did for Ninja Gaiden. When you did the Ninja Gaiden side-by-side comparison, the 360 owned the PlayStation 3 version.
Yeah, destroy the PlayStation 3 version, and maybe maybe it's not as pronounced with the PS4 and Xbox One, but it is still there. Like the Xbox version of a lot of games have either better lighting, better colors, or even better crisp blacks that shaders and stuff like that, and you can really tell when you're seeing it in person side by side, which a lot of these retards don't do. You know what I mean?
Okay. So, what were your thoughts on the Scorpio?
On the Scorpio, basically, look, you're starting to hear it more and more, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. I'm pretty sure by the time they do, an actual proper reveal, we're gonna see and they're gonna show a lot of developers talking about it. What are the benefits? What it's doing? When you hear that somebody's saying, okay, because that's what they said, supposedly is that Witcher's running in 60 frames in 4K native with full high fidelity graphics on the console, it says a lot because it's like I said before, or I tried to say the other night on VGST, which they invited me. If you guys don't know, and shout out to them. The Scorpio is the love letter, a love letter to console gamers. What I mean by the love letter to console gamers is because it's the solution for that hasn't been there for so many years for console gamers to have the ability and the option to play games at the highest quality at an affordable price without the nuisance, I guess, if you will, of PCs.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because PCs, you got to maintenance them. You got to really know how to pick the right driver.
You got to get that new graphics card. Yeah.
Right. You got to have everything spec'd down completely the same. and correctly. If not, you're gonna suffer a lot of hiccups. Even right connection, the highest connection, the right download speed, the right upload. It's so many things that come into play, and this is the solution that now console gamers just say, hey, listen, we're playing at the same high quality like you guys. And maybe not at 120 frames per second, but still high enough that we don't need to get a PC. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I said it's the love letter to console gamers. And developers are speaking on. They're like,
let me just interject something quick though.
Yeah,
120 frames per second. Your eye doesn't register 120 frames per second.
No.
Yeah.
All right, you just know it's going by really fast, but you're not really seeing half the shit that's on the screen.
It's like Killer Instinct. The animation on Killer Instincts are all 90 frames per second, and you can't tell. You can't tell because the net coding for the animation is 90 frames, while the backgrounds are in 60. So, and you can't really tell. So, you're right. You're absolutely right. But not to take too long, because you guys know I like to talk about this stuff. Listen, Phil Spencer said in the interview, and I know it's hard. It's hard to like keep that faith because we're getting attacked from all sides. We're getting attacked from the media, from the ponies, from the fanatics, from the extremists,
flip-floppers,
and right. Even from our own community, because there's a lot of Xbox dudes. They're just damn man. They act like flipperachis, like Kano likes to call them. They just don't have faith after they see a little threat.
Yes,
like something like Horizon Zero Dawn. They see that little threat. And they're like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Listen, Berserk, Gravity Rush 2, Yakuza, Nier, Neo rather. Those are all handouts that were given from Japanese developers. They are not games that Sony either published or funded. Neo was published 1 month, literally 1 month before the release in US because it was only going to come out in Japan. Thank you to J-Long for pointing it out to me because I didn't even know that. And that's basically what the bottom line is. That tells you right there they did it because they knew Neo was very similar to Bloodborne. Bloodborne was a very big hit for them, or one of their big hits. They figured, well, let's publish it to bring it out because it will sell because Bloodborne saw and these games are popular right now.
And the box still doesn't say only on PlayStation.
Exactly, which that means there's still a possibility that if From Software and
Tecmo.
Team Ninja and Tecmo be like, listen, it didn't really sell. Sorry, I know you guys published it, but we got to
sold $1 million.
They can bring it out. You see what I'm saying? And it might even come to Xbox. Not that I care because the game is still, for my standards of Team Ninja, it's just subpar. It's not no Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, it's whack.
JP. So again, not to finish with my thoughts. What I'm saying. Scorpio is going to be a force to be reckoned with, and Phil Spencer said in an interview, we are very aware that in order for us to bring out this console, we need to have a lot of software, which I said also on the BGSD. So with that, him saying that, I'm confident that we're going to see a lot of stuff we weren't aware of, a lot of announcements for future games from 2018 and beyond. And what's going on with the multi-plots for this year and the boost that's going to give for the existing games. We're going to see Rise in 60 frames, 4K native, probably with added textures. I guarantee you with the power boost of the console. And that's going to be awesome. Rise looks already gorgeous the way it is. Yes. So, man, listen, stop the hate. Stop thinking that, stop giving up. Stop thinking, oh, my God, we're done with. No, because we don't know what's coming out. The reason why we're dry right now is because Microsoft, everything they showed from 2013 to this point has been either came out, canceled, or already been released earlier. That's why right now it's like they're starting over with the Scorpio, so they got to start showing the new stuff they've been having down the pipe or cooking in the pot, so to speak, for the future. And that's why it looks like it's dry, but it's not. It really isn't. We got little.
Of course not. Within the last 6 months, they launched more AAA exclusives on the Xbox One than Sony did on their own platform.
Yes, the last 2 years. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Launch. They had one of the greatest lineups of this generation. You know, they had Rise, Killer
Yeah,
Instinct.
that's why the ponies they like to change the narrative all the time. You know what I'm saying? They're only talking about the first couple of months of this year. What the
Right.
fuck did they launch the last 6 months
Right.
in total?
Last year,
Compare
all
both
they
of them
had
within
was
the last
Last
6
year.
months. Microsoft blew Sony out the water.
Yeah, remember
Yeah.
last year all they had was Street Fighter that came out broken. They had a Ratchet and Clank,
Uncharted.
which was the third remastered or the third time they remastered the same.
Yeah, basically.
And then Uncharted was their big one, and then Last Guardian. That's all they had. Because MLB is a sports game. I don't count that. MLB is just a sport. It's the same.
Also,
like
a
any
thing
other.
about MLB is they actually remove it from the store every year and they shut down the servers.
Yes, good point. Yeah, yes.
And according to them, Project Spark is a canceled game because they shut down the servers and removed it
No,
from the store.
Project
So
Spark-
that means every MLB the show that comes out counts as a canceled game.
Listen, that's bullshit because Project Sparks had a Conquer DLC, story DLC, and I can still access it and play it. I was
But
just
wait a
playing-
minute, isn't that anti-consumer though?
Yeah,
Yes.
of course it is.
Yes.
Why would you actually take a game off your servers?
So they can
If-
force you to buy the next.
Suppose I don't want to buy the next one. So you
The next
automatically tell me I could only play it for 1 year. So basically I'm renting this game.
Right,
And you
right,
can't buy it from the store either.
right,
If you bought
Right.
it digital, you're fucked.
right,
Oh wow.
right.
That's some crazy shit, yo. Seriously, literally. That is some effed up shit. And it sounds anti-consumer because they're just forcing you to buy the next iteration right out the gate. All right. And there's hardly any updates to the next iteration with the exception of the rosters. All right. So you're buying the same game over and over again, which is fucking a sad reality. But oh well. Yo, Kano, you still there? What are your thoughts on this, man? As far as Xbox Scorpio and the games that are going to be dropping 4K native. I guess Kano took it now. Right?
No, I was here. Somebody was talking to me in the background.
Zelda got him dazzled.
Nah, I'm gonna advise y'all. I'm gonna advise y'all this, right? I'm gonna say this before I get into the concept. Y'all know Horizon Zero Dawn. Y'all know y'all playing with a tranny, right?
Oh Jesus!
Y'all know,
yes.
y'all know y'all playing with a transvestite, right?
Stop!
I'm serious, man.
She does have a big ass head for a girl. God damn.
No, especially with a little kid. When that's a little kid. That's like a man. That's like a boy.
Yeah, just look at the way she looks as an adult.
That's not a she. That's a it.
Oh shit!
That's a she it.
So it's
Nah,
Bruce
ain't no
Jenner.
she it. It's just a it. That's just a it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a damn shame, boy.
Nah, but give me the question. It's about the Scorpio? You said.
No, the
Yeah,
developer.
The Shadow Mordor.
What the Shadow of Mordor developer said, or Shadow of War developer talking about that this is actually a true upgrade. It's not just that they added some stuff.
Oh, well, I tell you like this: the Scorpio is gonna be better than that Horizon Zero Dawn. How it runs, because you know what I'm saying. We playing real games over here. We that's what we do. But no, I'm gonna cut to the chase. Let me be for real, man. I'm over here being stupid. But
Play you something else, boy.
nah, but for real though, man. The developers saying that's like the true console. It's not to me. It's not a next gen console. It's just an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? But that just one of the developers. My thing is this: like we hear about it, we talk about what's going on, but I'm at the point right now is I want to see more until E3. I don't want to be surprised. I mean, I want to be surprised more than them talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I can understand that. Shadow of War. I seen the gameplay, it looks phenomenal, but my thing is this: I'm ready just to see what's really under the hood with that Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like at the point right now is I hear a lot about it. I'm waiting till E3 and I'm excited about it right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what they really offering besides all the other games that's coming with it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that true power that Scorpio has to offer. You feel me?
I want
say with that Shadow of War, that's the tip of the iceberg.
4K
I
native.
feel you. That Shadow of War is going to be the tip of the iceberg. And as a matter of fact, just to add something to your statement, if Horizon Zero Dawn was on the Scorpio, that would run 4K native for 60 frames per second, yo. All right, it's not gonna be no 30 frames, people. It's gonna be running at a full-blown 60. But you know what I'm saying? Kano is right though. Old girl does not look that attractive, man. I mean, they must have been some SJ.
That look like a man.
Oh my God.
She kind of does, man. She doesn't. Definitely doesn't look sexy. That's for sure.
Man, you gotta
Laura
give you
Croft's
got
section.
you gotta give girl the games. Give them a pass, man. Give them a pass. You know,
Yeah,
that's their
this
first
gorilla
good
games,
game.
right?
I
It's
can't.
their first good game.
How I'm gonna give a pass to a person that look like a man?
Well, she looking for her moms and shit. She ain't got nobody to steer her right. You know, nobody wants her.
I
You
say,
know
I
what I'm
say,
saying?
I
She
say that's how
fucking.
they say that's. You, no wonder why they call her call it an outcast, guys. A tranny.
Oh,
Well, I ain't gonna call her no tranny. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna say nothing like that. But you know.
Well, anyway, Kate, Mohamed, what are your thoughts on the Xbox Scorpio and all these games that's going to supposedly be running at 4K native 60 frames per second?
I think it's a good thing. And thing about it is, every Xbox exclusive gonna be running that. Like I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say every every third party will be. It's up to the support. But what Killer Phil say, I call him Killer Phil. Y'all call him Phil Fincher. I call him Killer Phil.
Exactly.
Killer Phil.
Yes.
Killer Phil say you don't have to use the 4K if you don't want to. So you
right.
can use 1080p 60 frames per second and get more graphic fidelity. You know what I'm saying? Just like y'all ponies was talking about, got more grades of grass. We're going to have more 3D puzzles. Might be 4D.
Ah,
4D puddles. Oh my.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to crane, I got more trees. Y'all ain't even going to the trees. But
gonna have trees with birds.
Microsoft is giving people an option. That's all they're doing, giving you more options. If you want
Microsoft.
this, you do. If you buy this one game, it works on all three: the vanilla, the S, or the Scorpio. It's not even forcing you to go buy Scorpio day one.
Hmm.
This is
But I
just
think what they
Microsoft's
gonna
answer.
show.
This is Microsoft's answer to all the hoopla. Of, oh, the Xbox One is a
Sony never said native
powerful
4K.
console.
Microsoft said native games run native 4K.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
They said it.
Microsoft is the Muhammad Ali of the gaming community
Yeah.
because it floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee.
Yeah. So
Yes.
people just gotta
Exactly,
calm
yo.
down. All y'all motherfuckers is thinking about jump ship. You already know my slogan. You can't bring your punk ass back home. So if you
Yes.
decide to go do
Yes.
that shit,
Yes.
hey,
Yes.
I'm keeping
Yes.
it real.
Yes.
If I
It's the
saw
100.
if I know that you
So
done that,
harsh.
don't come
100.
hit me up. Don't
Yes.
talk to me. Don't say nothing.
It's so
Cause
harsh.
I'm gonna sit there and ignore you. You
Pick a
know,
side and stay there.
turn to a ghost. If you want to be, say
Fuck
you
that flipperacci
You know
shit.
what I'm saying? But I ain't playing that shit. But don't get mad because why? One game, Horizon Zero Dawn comes out, you losing hope? Nigga, you a joke if you losing hope.
Yeah.
Yes.
You ain't that mean you ain't
Yes.
real in these gaming streets. You know what I'm
Hey,
Yes.
saying?
Hmm.
hey, 100. What Ti say? He said, "I don't want to kick it with your skate with your nut. No, you can't come back home."
Yeah. So like I said, I get ridiculed for saying that shit. But I actually didn't even know the shit was going to be drawn. I was half drunk playing Forza and got tired of making video. I said if I crash again, fuck it, I was going to turn this motherfucker to Grand Theft Auto. I'm gonna run into all type of shit. I was trying to do it, but
Yeah.
it's like let Phil and them get a chance. It's like you ain't giving Phil a chance. Well, Phil canceled this shit and this and that. If it was dog shit, it was dog shit. That fucking Fable
Yep.
Legends was dog shit.
Hmm.
I was in the beta, it was dog shit. I was like, shit. I don't even think the shit was really free to play. It had microtransactions in the fucking beta.
It wasn't
Wow.
dog shit. It was just different.
It had microtrans. No, but it's not what people play Fable as.
Hmm.
If Sony doesn't hit the mark with gear, I mean with Kratos and them, and
Right.
God of War, the new God of War, because it's
Right.
different from the other one, they got to hit that out the park. That's what Lionhead was supposed to do with Fable Legends. They didn't hit it out the park.
They lost their way after Peter
And
Molyneux.
no, Peter's so
Peter
much full of
Molyneux.
shit. Peter Molyneux just like motherfucking Michael Proctor. All them promises.
Yeah.
I've been believing in Peter Molyneux since what's that game? I forgot. You played the two guys on PC. I went
Black and
black and
white.
white.
Black and white.
Man, I
Yeah.
ran out there and bought that shit with my hard-earned money. It was like, man, what happened to Spore? He made Spore. Spore went spoiled.
That shit never went out. Yep.
So it's like Peter Molyneux. No, it's thing about it is with Fable was what you should have did is take it. Okay, you had it in medieval times. Maybe upscale it to not up to like
Somebody sleep on the
to
podcast right
like
now.
laws to what you call it, so like Lord of the Rings type of shit. They had something to do with it. They can get down like that, but people don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? If it's dog shit, you cut it. You know, look what Platinum Games is doing. Platinum was bullshitting the public. At the end of the day, this shit is a business. I'm not finna keep on giving you money after money, and you giving me empty promises, but you want to bring Near Automata out.
Listen, they invested $75 million on Fable Legends, and there was been 5 or 6 years. It was 5 or 6 years in development, and they still didn't know if they were going to have a release date, and they had made no profit off of them since Fable 3, because Fable Journey and Fable Heroes, which was a beat 'em up arcade 60, did not make no money. They didn't sell, even though that one was good, but it didn't sell. So it's understandable when people say, "Oh, they just cut them." That's why they just shut down, Lionhead and spread them out. Now they're a part of Rare and
Coalition. They part of everything. Microsoft didn't sit there and say, "I'll fire you, ain't give you no job."
They moved them around.
We gonna break this shit up because it don't make no sense. If it don't make no money, it don't make no sense.
Exactly.
That's true.
Think about it, Microsoft ain't Sony. Think about this year. Everybody think Killer Phil can just say, "Oh, I want this." No, he has to ask. Hey, man, he has to go present how when I get on YouTube, I gotta present my ignorant ass. Phil gotta do this. Hey, I need 100 million for what? This. They have to show presentations. Phil just not sitting there like, "Oh, I got this. I'm doing this." No, if Microsoft do that, they would be broke.
Well, Sony's not spending that type of money on games either. They just marketing. They're not
like Jay Long said. They get gifts. They get gifts because they're Japanese. So y'all want to talk about racism? That's racism right there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's pure racism. You're not allowing your game on this console because we're not Japs.
Right. When the American market was the ones that made the console,
they're the ones that sustaining
sometimes they
them,
make
man.
you so mad. I might want to turn to motherfucking Eisenhower and them shit and what you calling them and go drop another bomb on their asses.
I'm serious, yo. I feel you 100%.
It ain't fair, but the media won't. The media won't say that shit. So I don't get mad. They won't think about it. The media's always right and we always wrong. No, we are motherfucking credible than the media. Yeah, we fuck up. We make mistakes. We might fuck up on certain numbers and all that, but we ain't perfect. I ain't go to school for journalism.
Yo, Bone, you remember when Tomb Raider was announced exclusive for Xbox? The media was all over their ass. Is it coming to PlayStation? Is it coming to PlayStation? Why doesn't the media ever do that to Nier Automata? To any of the Japanese handouts?
Because
I never asked.
Go ahead. Well, I'm gonna say that after whatever you say.
Why didn't ask that? Why? Yep, because they show what after
Street Fighter.
And Persona.
And you ain't never heard. And you ain't never heard none of us ask for Street Fighter. We was hurt at the beginning.
It's gonna be dated.
We was hurt at the end of the beginning.
I wasn't hurt.
I'm a Street Fighter guy. I was kind of hurt. Like, oh, these motherfuckers gonna do this shit. I was kind of hurt until I played Killer Instinct Season 2. Like, oh, that's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft sit there like, man, you ain't even got to cry no more. I got something for you, dog.
And then Killer Phil already said he was gonna make it up to us, like since Street Fighter 5 went to.
But see, you know what? I don't think that was key. I don't even think that Phil had nothing even to do with that. Yeah. That's when Jay Long say that's the Jap. That's they playing racist. We're gonna get it to this. But the thing about it is, who got more money? I'm looking. If I'm a developer, who got the more money? Who got money?
Boom.
You know, Sam.
It was like Hideo Kojima when he left Konami. He said that other people came to him, but that he chose Sony because they've been supporting him since day one, and that's where he started and feels comfortable with their relationship. When it's bullshit because he was on other consoles as well. But that's what he stated.
Because he knows he can do what he want to do.
He went with Sony because they were Japanese. And what Bone said earlier is actually very on point, though, man. What Hunter said. Last generation on the 360 and the PS3, on this planet, there were 72 million consoles sold in the US alone. All right, between Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. This generation, they had around 33 million or so. All right, that's more than everything else on the rest of the planet. All right, in just one country. All right, so we're the ones that buy the most games on this planet. It's not any other country on this planet. Sorry, people, but those is facts. The U.S. buys more fucking console games than anywhere else.
Right.
Right?
Well, we lead in electronics. Period. We the
Exactly.
most consume in electronics. Period. From computers to TVs to cell phones, we buy that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I want to say something. This is off subject, but I want to say this. I'm gonna give y'all some real factual stuff, right? Now, when you own the PlayStation 4, right, and you in a party with a certain amount of people, and if you don't got the same game that they got, they're gonna kick you out their party.
Yeah, it
That's
kicks you
that's
out.
foul. Now, when you're on the Xbox One, and when you're in a party, people play multiple different games. They don't care what game you play. You know what I'm saying? It's all love at the end of the day. And I just, that's dumb as hell if the PlayStation people, the
Yeah,
opponent
they
be
do
doing that.
that. That's what they
Yeah,
do.
it's dumb as hell.
Well, I guess I get kicked
That's
out because I
retarded.
play motherfucking Tiger Hoods, aka More Roy. I play that shit in parties like shit at least 2 times a night. Since how stressed out I am, because I got to get my 18 holes in.
What the fuck does it matter what games we're playing if we're all talking
Exactly.
to be fucking friends?
It shouldn't matter,
No,
man,
That's
as
the
long as
most
no,
you're
but I
playing
put
important
this
something.
way.
thing
I said
ever.
this too. Xbox Live is now a social media site now. That's social media.
Exactly.
And because you get weirdos, Xbox ain't all pure shit. You get a bunch of weirdos on that motherfucker too.
We'll
Exactly.
kick out the weirdos too. We don't fuck
You know
around.
what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to lock the party down because you get some ignorant people. We ain't saying it's glamorous, but it's a social media. People get to there. When you get on, you might say, okay, let me see who's on. You know, I know when I get on, certain people might hit me up. Boom. What's up? What's what y'all doing, man?
Well, a little
Stuff
more.
like that. It's how you think. Sometimes I get friend requests from people, and I don't know who they are. Like I don't. My name is not the same as my my Xbox Live account, and I want that because sometimes I want some peace.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just talk about this is what the PS4 do. I don't give a fuck. I talk about that shit all day. You know what I'm saying? You see that butt naked chick that was running across the street today? That was all on Twitter and shit. Cause you know what? It's social. You know, think about when I say it's social. We didn't talk about relationships.
Yeah,
Politics. Now I got a rule in my little thing. Politics and religion. I got to be off on, but we had them conversations.
it's like we're hanging out in a bar drinking beer.
Yeah.
Man. That's how
You at a bar. Most of the time I'm drinking at the bar anyway, and that bar is Xbox Live. And like I say, I go on and hey, you get this game, or they say, hey, you played this game? Like, nah, man, for real. Let me go try this shit out.
one more little bit
Huh?
of information, Bone, just to do a little exposure here. For those who don't know, when you get on that party chat, the reason why it's free, one, you only have 8 people and it's limited, and two, when you have good headsets, doesn't matter what kind you have, you only hear the voice from the other people you're talking to through one ear. It's not, you can't hear it through both sides. So it make you feel like you losing your hearing from one side. This shit is dog shit.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Well, you guys didn't know. Y'all have PlayStation. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Something
no.
that some people don't know.
I found out the other day doing a stream. I put all kinds, I put my best headsets and this shit still, you could only hear it from one side. So did Ghost Rider. Shit was crazy.
Damn, that's some garbage.
Yeah, and like I say,
But
it's
then again, it's
to
still
me,
under
it's most,
maintenance. It's
it's
still under maintenance. Maybe in
yeah,
4
and
more years they'll get it right.
it's under and think about it. That is social. Xbox Live is just like Twitter, Facebook, all that shit now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm. That's why there were 5
That's a
million
good
new
point, man.
subscribers this past holiday season. Shit.
And then I always say this. Let's check out this shit. I love to say this. This is when PlayStation Nation hates me. You got 60 million motherfuckers sold. You ain't even got half your fucking install base got PSN Plus. So you trying to say all these people playing these games just to play offline? Where's the social aspect of it? What's up with you playing games with people?
When you get free trial with everyone.
Guess they're a bunch of hermits at the end of the day.
They got no good multiplayer games though, like you were saying. Where's that Killzone esport? Where's that Uncharted esport? Like,
Yeah. As a matter of fact, that Xbox Game Pass people, Bill actually said that he plans on bringing brand new AAA games when they launch day and date to the Xbox Game Pass.
It's like bring exclusive games to that pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
And I ain't
though.
saying it got to be triple A's, but it could be a double A. It could be an indie.
Oxenfree 2, day one with Game Pass or some shit.
You don't have to worry about paying for it. You already
It's
got it. It's
basically going to
boom.
be the Netflix of gaming, people. The Netflix of gaming.
That's
all right?
that's what his vision is. He said he wants it to be or turn into like that. Give exclusive content like Netflix that's exclusive to the past, which is kind of dope. If you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, with the Game Pass, I see it is dope. I'm not gonna mess with it right now, but because most of the games that's on there already like played and beat. But down the line, I'm gonna really capitalize on it when they put up stuff that I haven't played yet, and I'm definitely gonna rock with it more.
But check
Yeah.
this out. I got Game Pass right now. I don't pay for it because you're in the preview program. You don't have to pay for it. Thing about that between PlayStation Now is the shit is locally on your hard drive.
Yeah, it's a download.
It's low. You don't have to stream shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the
So
difference
if it's down for
between
maintenance, you can still
PlayStation
play
Now.
it.
Yeah. If Xbox go down, you can play the game offline. Now, I like the mixture between 360 games and Xbox One games. Now, I know a lot of people in my crew been begging for this game to come out, but it might can come out on Xbox Game Pass. Fight Night Legends. I mean, Fight Night. Fight Night
Yeah.
4.
Fight Night
They've
Champions.
been crying. Champions, Legends, where the shit called. I haven't played it since 4. But they've been wanting that shit. It can probably come out on Game Pass. Because why? What you call it? If it come on Game Pass, that shit gonna sell just for that game.
Yep.
Just for that game.
That
There's
game
a
is
bunch of
incredible,
games, 360 games that we didn't have to play. I got Dark Void. I never played it. I played Cameo the other day on Twitch. I didn't have to stream it. It's locally on my hard drive. It's just like I own the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Microsoft saying that their exclusives, they're probably not taking out the Game Pass. It's maybe third parties.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what's
man.
up.
I think Halo will be there definitely, man.
That's
So
what's up, man.
so I'm like, you gotta give Microsoft credit.
They listen to
Well,
the
they never
gamers.
will.
They actually
Yeah, so
listen to the gamers, dude.
Unlike
Yeah.
Yoshida and Andrew House.
Yeah,
and then you
that's
still
true, man.
also you still have EA access
Yep, I do.
Mhm.
for $30 a year, not $30 a month, not $20 a month like PlayStation Now, with no new games, no PlayStation 4 game, they all PlayStation 3
No
games.
downloaded games either. All streaming.
And
All
then a
stream.
lot of you guys didn't know it was more games available if you get PlayStation Now on on the PlayStation 3.
Wow, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Yo, Tuck, we haven't heard from you in a minute. Yo, Tuck, you there?
I think he fell asleep.
He's the
Miguel
one that was
Tuck.
actually breathing on the mic.
Yo, hey, talk about the spit of freestyle.
Yo, Tucker, are you there, sir? Mm-hmm.
Good
Yo,
talk,
he
man.
got a new
Good talk,
he got a new rap called the Snorathon right now.
yeah.
Terrible, Kano.
Yo, nah, word, man. He was the one that was breathing on the mic, man. I feel you. Kano tried to say it, ever so slightly, but I guess we just kept hearing the. All right. Oh well. Anyway, the next thing on the docket, as far as what's popping and whatnot, actually, there's going to be multiple unannounced games that will be taking advantage of the Xbox Scorpio, and they may be possibly, because Phil Spencer was actually alluding to this, one or two new IPs that will be launching this year that we haven't even seen before. All right. So
Yes.
I'm gonna actually start off with you, E-Rock. What are your thoughts on that statement?
My thoughts on that statement is I'm excited. I'm very excited. First of all, once again, I'm excited to be here tonight on the greatest gaming podcast from Puerto Rico, the Direct X Show, minus the fraud. You guys listen to me. I told you folks months ago, why would Phil Spencer announce a new console and not have any games? Phil Spencer doesn't need to announce a game in 2016 that isn't coming out until 2076. But that's what you ponies like. But Phil Spencer will not play that game. We knew this man wasn't going to do a PS4 prolapse and release a console with no games. Okay, we knew that the Scorpio had to have at least 12 to 13 launch games. These consoles usually do not launch without games that we either do not know about, Kaleidoscope, or we haven't heard about. And this just makes me even more excited, and it makes the haters of the Xbox Scorpio and the Xbox brand even more scared because they're talking big shit now. But we go through this every year with you PlayStation fans. You talk all your shit, and then Microsoft drops the bomb at E3 a day earlier, and I'm excited about it, and I'm happy about it. And Mr. 100 Kaleidoscope, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Well, 100
He
dropped
he
out for a second.
yeah, he touched on something earlier about all of these Xbox guys that are maybe they're getting scared or they're wondering, oh man, I don't know what Microsoft is doing. Listen, we've all been there before. I was there last year. I made a video questioning Phil Spencer and whether or not he should be the leader of the Xbox. But what happened? E3 2016 came and Phil Spencer made a liar out of me. And at this E3, he's going to make a liar out of everybody. Okay, he's going to
Mhm.
unveil that Scorpio. He's going to show these games that we haven't even heard of yet. He's going to show Crackdown 3. He's going to show Forza Motorsport 7 running in 4K at 60 FPS, plus all the games you guys mentioned. And on that day, the narrative will change, Kaleidoscope. On that day, Sony ponies will finally be humble. And also on that day, and I want to tell all you Xbox brothers, I want to tell you Xbox brothers, especially here on the Direct X show minus the fraud, a lot of you guys have been betrayed by some of your Xbox brothers. But let me tell you what's going to happen when you see these unheard of, unannounced games running in 4K. Many of these traders, many of these Sony ponies are going to come back and try to apologize. They're going to suddenly become neutrals. But guess what, Mr. Kaleidoscope? They can't come back. They can never come back. Do you know why? Because Sony ponies, we will roast you, and then we will treat you like the Amish. We will shun you. You can't come back. You can never come back. So I can't wait. I can't wait, Kaleidoscope, to see these unannounced games in just a few short months.
All right, I feel you. I feel you
My thing is
100%,
this.
man. E-Rock, well said, man.
My thing is this.
Hey,
Hold on, hold on.
yo, hey, let me get through because I'm gonna get out of here, man. Because I gotta get him to go to work early tomorrow morning. Hey,
Oh, okay.
Kaleidoscope,
Okay,
all y'all group, just I'm glad to have y'all. Yeah, have me on. Hey, because this is an amazing group of people that we dealing with. We got a whole group. We got a whole group of panel, and I'm hoping that one day that we can have you on Young Kano's podcast. You know,
Yes.
we are good. All is good. So, but right now, I'm going to turn around, and get out of here. I have to get him to go to work tomorrow morning. So,
Yeah, we heard you
hey,
snoring.
yeah. So I'm sorry about that, fellas. So if I was snoring, I'm sorry about that. But I'm going to let you go, and I'll talk to y'all later, man.
Hey, Tuck.
Thanks for
How's
coming,
that? How's that new rap album, The Snorathon, man? I heard that album is
Oh,
banging out
shit.
in these
Hey, it
game
felt
right now.
well. All I know, man, heck, I don't know. All I know, I don't know. I'll see y'all fellas later, man. I'll talk to you later.
Take
it
care,
easy,
man.
Tuck, man.
All right.
Thanks for coming, man.
All right, yo. So, Kato, what are your thoughts on all these multiple unannounced games that supposedly is going to be taking advantage of the Xbox Scorpio's power?
It's gonna take advantage of all of it. Xbox One when that's in Scorpio, so it's like there's no doubt about it. My thing is this: the main developer that I got my eye on from Microsoft is Gulf London. You know what I'm saying? They doing HoloLens, they doing tablet games, and they doing console games too. So I know they got working on a few games that's unannounced. So I'm looking at Gulf London right now as that developer. And then I was thinking about this too. You know how the coalition was Black Tusk Studios in the beginning, right? I think with that studio right there, they're not going to just make Gears of War games. They're going to make other games besides Gears of War. So I'm still looking at the coalition of how they're going to come with it because I think they're going to have something, something that's a side game. You know what I'm saying? That's unique and unannounced. They're gonna pull off a Guerrilla Games and create something that's different. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. What are the companies? What are the companies that Rare. I'm going Rare. Now with Rare, they got Sea of Thieves, but I'm looking at them. They're gonna come out with about 3-4 different games. One of them I'm looking at is a new Perfect Dark game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I look at as New Perfect Dark, and you never know. We might end up seeing a new Conquer game down the line too. And the people that's making Voodoo Vince, I think they're gonna come out with a new game, a new IP exclusively to the Xbox brand, to the Microsoft brand. My fault. Let's see. Y'all give me a minute. I'm trying to think because there's a lot this on my mind about this topic right here. Because there's a lot of developers behind the Microsoft brand. That's people that's unaware of did the UWP too. So there's going to be so many games that's coming to the Xbox One, in all in that Microsoft platform exclusively. And right now, it's going to
I
be
just
it's
think
going to be
E3
very
is going to be an onslaught of games because they're talking
yeah.
about several new IPs, and a couple of them will probably be launching this year that we haven't even seen. But they're talking about several new
Uh-huh.
IPs, not a couple.
Exactly. And then if you look at it too, the IPs we do know, I'm expecting a rise too in the
Oh my
and
gosh.
yeah, in a sense, like you see how Examiya Games is like asked Microsoft over the Sunset Overdrive 2
Hmm.
article. They kind of subliminally hinting though there's a possibility of a Sunset Overdrive 2 if you think about it. What I'm saying. That I think Phil Spencer they're gonna work out a deal to make a Sunset Overdrive 2. It might be a Play Anywhere title, but
All right, good
I feel
shit.
like they might do that, but all these unannounced games. That's why I feel like with Microsoft going to be moving it to Sundays with E3. I think they're going to give it like I say 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes to give it some extra boost to talk about the Scorpio, to talk about the unannounced games. And the Scorpio is cool, but I just want to see the games. You feel what I'm saying? I want to see the games, what they got, what they coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna have some stuff that's gonna kill them ponies and scream. I want to play this, and then the trader's gonna be like, I need to come back to the Xbox One. But you know what Bone said? I mean, 100 said you can't come back home.
Yep. True that, man. Well said, man. Yo, Jaylon, what are your thoughts on this, man?
As far as launching this year, I don't know. I'd love to see it, but I'm not sure about them launching this year. But I do think this year is the Scorpio's gonna launch with Forza 7, and I do think they
Actually,
are gonna show
Phil
new
Spencer
IPs
said
at
that in a
E3.
statement. That was actually from an interview with Phil Spencer. It was asking him. Actually, it was on that podcast that he did on IGN.
Oh,
He said that, oh yeah, there's going to be a couple of
wait,
exclusives they're going to be
collateral.
showing off, and
Wait,
maybe one or two of them are going to launch this year that you haven't
Yeah.
seen yet.
I
Hmm.
think one of them's
cool.
Forza 6 and maybe some indies. But as far as triple A's,
Why would they?
I'm not
He
too
said
sure.
it's a new IP. He ain't say it was an old IP. He said a
I
new
don't know,
IP
man.
launching this year. But that's what he
I
said.
think I think they need to show new IPs off with time. But that'd be dope though. I'd buy it. I'll buy anything they put out
Yeah,
if it's
yeah,
good.
but check this out. Check this out. It just slipped my mind. You feel me? I was
All
thinking
right.
about it too. Um, Phil Spencer already. I was looking on an article on Gaming Boat. Phil Spencer already clarified that Japanese developers that he went to go see in Japan, they was actually really interested in the Scorpio and what they got to
Mhm.
offer. So we will be seeing some games coming from Japan. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good look. You know what I'm saying? I do like Japanese games, but the type of Japanese games I like is more hack and slash. Not too much JRPG. But I give Final Fantasy 15 credit where credit's due. It's a good game, but I think I want to just see like as far as Japanese games come to Xbox One, it's more hack and slash. Something like how Devil May Cry is. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I feel you on that definitely. Yo, Taylor, continue what you were saying.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I just love to see new IPs, man. Everyone's been crying a lot of it because Sony dropped a good new IP. Microsoft needs to do that, shut people up, get some new genres in there, maybe get another open world game to take the place of Scalebound. And
Hmm.
yeah, man, new IPs, of course, is good for everyone. I think Nintendo needs some new IPs also. Everybody
Yeah.
could use some new IPs.
Definitely.
And
Well
of
said.
course, my favorite manufacturer needs another new IP. They got a good stable, but the more the merrier.
Definitely. I agree with that 100%. And I don't know. Looking at both, both manufacturers, right? Sony and Microsoft, looking at both of them, Microsoft takes more risks with their games. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
dude, you got Sea of Thieves that it's an open world game on the high open seas. All right. Just Crackdown, a fully destructible city. I mean, the stuff that they did with Halo 5 Guardians as far as Warzone. All right. I mean, 12-man party chats. I mean, dude,
Halo
they're
Wars 2.
innovators. They're innovators. The open worldness of what Forza Horizon 3 is, the majesty of that game when you play it. I mean, it just blows my mind every time I put it on.
But they don't get no
Right?
credit. They don't get no credit for it.
No, they don't get no credit for it. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, these Sony games are copy paste games. Uncharted, all right, that's Tomb Raider. You know what I'm saying? Horizon Zero Dawn, it's a pretty game. I'm not going to deny it's not a pretty game.
But
But I
that's a
seen that
man you're
same
playing
formula in
with.
Uncharted and Far Cry. I mean, I seen the same formula in Far Cry and fucking Assassin's Creed.
Hell, the hell,
You know what I'm saying?
they completely plagiarized Far Cry Primal.
Yeah, basically, man. I mean, down to the fucking graphics, dude. Down to the fucking graphics, man.
Collider, how come? Listen, you media, you played the same game last year. Far Cry Primal came out last year. You didn't go crazy about it, but
We gave it a
now,
7.
but the same game comes out. Only you swapped out the water buffaloes and the dinosaurs, and you swap it out for mechanical dinosaurs. I don't understand.
Hmm.
I don't understand how the media operates, but that's why I'm glad all of these pro Xbox channels started up. You Sony ponies, you hate all of us pro Xbox channels. Oh, you guys are another mooch or another crap. Well, guess what? We wouldn't be here if you didn't create us. If the media did their job, there would have been no Kaleidoscope. There would have been no Hebot. There would have been no Erock 8150. There would have been no Mr. 100. So now you got to deal with us. Eat a dick. Now you got to deal with us, and this is what it is. But nobody gives Xbox any credit. How can you just ignore the fact that Xbox just launched in the last 6 months 5 different exclusives, but yet you're going crazy about Horizon Zero Dawn? And I can hear you, Sony fans now. You guys are just mad. No, we're not mad. We're not mad at well, we do hate you, Sony fans. We hate the shit out of you, but we're mad at the media and their constant bullshit. And thank God that my Xbox brothers point this shit out without flip flopping.
Well said again, man. Damn, good shit. Yo, Hebot, did we hear your stuff on this topic as far as I think we did, right?
He bought
Hebot?
About the new IPs, right?
Yeah, about the no, we didn't hear
I
from
don't think
Hebot.
Hebot's here.
No, he's not. All right, so I guess he took an L real quickly. Either that or the chat was messing up. Either or. We'll get back to Hebot in a little bit.
It's L night tonight, bro.
I guess so, man. I guess so. I know Bone probably had to take care of some business, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? All right, so all right, well, moving along, I guess everybody already touched up on the subject with the exception of Hebot. We'll go back to Hebot in a little bit. All right, there was people causing a ruckus, right? Online, over the internet that Microsoft canceled another exclusive. All right. But they don't state what type of exclusive it was. All right. It's a game that wasn't even finished. It was a game preview. All right. Some game called Ion that was a timed exclusive. All right. It was a timed exclusive. It wasn't full exclusive. So Microsoft canceled it because they didn't see the benefit of the game. It wasn't going anywhere. Yet people started making a ruckus about it online. Like, oh, they canceled another exclusive. Well, people, it was timed, all right? And it was a game preview. The game you had to pay for them to finish it. All right, so what are your thoughts on this? Starting with you, Kano.
My fault. I was reading something. What you say? I'm gonna hold that out right there.
All right, but I'll just go with J Long real quick. What's your thoughts on this, J Long? Because I know you had something to say on this.
It's just more bullshit, man. Because Microsoft canceled 2 free-to-plays, Phantom Dust and Fable, and they canceled AAA Scalebound. So Phil has the stigma of him, just wanting to cancel games. Xbox gamers, you don't want to play these games. I'm gonna cancel. I hate these games. I hate you. That's how it looks like. That's how they're trying to make it out to be. So anytime they could smear Microsoft and just add some extra game to that cancellation shit to make them look bad, they will. And this is another example. This game didn't even have freaking gameplay, if I remember correctly. It was just a CG trailer. And
Oh wow.
since when were timed exclusives considered full exclusives? Like when Tomb Raider, they made an effort to make it seem like a timed exclusive. IGN, they made an effort before it was announced it was timed. They were adamant to find out. Now that this is a confirmed timed exclusive, and now that it's canceled, oh, it's an exclusive now. It's fully
yes.
exclusive. Like, come on. And it's a game preview program. This is no different than Ark
You gotta
Survival
pay for them
Evolved
to fill
or
it. Yeah,
Conan.
exactly.
You know, it's just more media bullshit, man. I hate saying there's a media bias sounding like a conspiracy theorist.
There is.
I don't want to say it, but there is. There's no hiding it. And this is just another example.
That's so true.
Okay. On my turn. On my end with the situation, the media is always gonna be biased towards it because Sony is paying them to be like that. You feel me? So they always gonna be like that. But with that game being canceled, honestly, I don't even remember that game, so I can't even tell you if they canceled it. Canceled it, what it is. But it doesn't change the fact that Microsoft do have games on the horizon that's on its way. So I don't see why the
Full
opponents like
exclusive. That a full
exactly.
exclusive, not time.
Exactly. So I don't understand why opponents are so wrapped up and worrying about what Xbox got to play, and they too busy not even playing their own games, and not even buying all the games. How they gonna have all these consoles sold? Right.
Yes.
This is the truth, though. How they gonna have all these consoles sold and their games not even selling? Some of them not even selling, getting close to not even 1 million copies, not even 500,000 copies. So I can't understand how they have all these consoles sold but not playing their games. You know what I'm saying? So
That
I
is
can
so
go there
true.
to the ponies. Who want to go there, ponies? Who want to go to war? I put everybody on blast.
Well, that's true. It's true. But just think about it, man. They talk these Japanese games like a motherfucker. Most of them don't go past 500,000. All right. So the
Exactly.
Japanese developers are just stupid, man. They should make it multiply out the gate, and maybe they might actually sell maybe 1 million. Who knows?
Because they ain't even playing it, man. Look, when we on Xbox, we support our exclusive. You feel me? We sort of
More
support.
is always better.
Exactly. Like I said, I'm a type of gamer that I play what I like. You know what I'm saying? There's some games that I might not agree with Microsoft come out with. Like if you're fans to Sea of Thieves, it look like it'll be a good game, but it's just not for me. That's something I wouldn't play. But Record, that's something I play. Rise Center Rome, that was something I played. You feel me? Just name a few, but like I said, we play what we want to play, but at the same time, when us as Xbox gamers, we don't discriminate, but it's just that at the end of the day, with how these ponies progress about and worrying about what us as Xbox gamers play, it's just a shame that this generation has become like that. For
Right,
them,
right, right.
it
Good
really
point.
has been a shame because, like I said, we don't care about what another person plays, but they worry about what we play, and it's just crazy. But as far as the game getting canceled, I'm not mad about it. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. I'm not gonna go and bang bang and say, oh, what I'm saying, it's nothing because at the end of the day, Microsoft has a lot more games coming out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of games, even with the UWP they haven't even announced yet. You know what I'm saying? They're just teasing us with a lot of new things going on. So as far as Microsoft, don't sleep on Microsoft. They got some up their sleeve.
Yeah, and I like that statement that you said that we buy games because I could personally say that within the last 6 months, I bought Gears of War 4, Recore, Forza
Yes.
Horizon 3.
Yes.
I mean, we're buying our games. What did you buy in the last 6 months? Horizon Zero Dawn?
Right.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? It's just we actually buy our games because we enjoy these games. All right, now let's hear from you, Erock. What are your thoughts on this statement?
Once again, this is why Xbox gamers and gamers, I'm just going to get right to it. This is why we don't like the media anymore. This is why everybody had to start their own channel so they could do their own thing and get the news out there. And this is why a lot of the times we do not like you Sony fanboys because of nonsense like this. Now, I didn't even know what Ion was. Ion until a couple of days
Yeah,
ago.
Ion. Yeah.
No, who knew what this shit was? Nobody knew what this shit was. So this little independent game gets canceled, and now all of a sudden you can do this paper trail and create this narrative. Oh, Phil Spencer's canceling games. You're goddamn right, he's canceling games. You know why? Because as much as I wanted to play Fable Legends, Phil Spencer gave the creators of Fable Legends 4 years to get that game finished, and they didn't finish on the deadline. So guess what?
More than that, my friend.
Bye bye.
All right.
Bye bye.
Mhm.
You're out of there.
I,
Phil
I, I wanted Fable 4. I didn't care about Fable Legends.
Phil Spencer
Yeah, it wasn't
probably
that
gave
fun. It looked pretty, but
Phil probably gave this developer of Ion, I don't know, 2 to 3 years to at least get a working demo up. Guess what? No demo. Bye bye. You know what else Phil Spencer did? Phil Spencer, month after month, sent money over to Japan, over to Platinum Games, the creator of that trash, that Crapanese. Crapanese is when you combine crap and Japanese. That Crapanese near automata. Okay, Platinum Games got millions of dollars from Microsoft to buy Ubers, to send people home on Ubers, to buy pizzas, and for what? For what? They could not get Scalebound finished, so Phil canceled the game, and you people lost your minds. Do you know why? Because Microsoft is not going to keep losing money like Sony. Sony, they let The Last Guardian go into development for 7 years, and what happens? It comes out and it sells no copies. What kind of business sense is that? This is why Sony is only worth 17.7 billion and Microsoft is worth hundreds of billions. That's with an H, people, because Microsoft is not going to waste money. I don't know what Ion is. I hate you, media, for bringing it up. And every time you ignorant, stupid, dumb, moronic Sony fanboys bring this kind of shit up, I'm glad that Hebot is there to shut you down, like he had to shut down that fake Puerto Rican 2 weeks ago or last week. Mr. Kaleidoscope, greatest rapper from Puerto Rico, this fake Puerto Rican from Brooklyn tried to get in Hebot's face. He thought Hebot was a nice guy. What did Hebot do? He gave him 1 fist, 2 fists, red fist, blue fist, and shut that pony up. And I'm so happy that my Xbox brothers are not taking this shit sitting down, that Hebot is a fighting man. He's a man of his words. And I don't know what Ion is. And if you bring up Ion in my Twitter feed, you can eat a dick.
I don't give a shit about Ion.
Yo, I gotta be honest with you, Rock. I never even heard of Ion my damn self.
Of course,
Like,
of course you haven't. What are they going to bring up next? Some shit from 2001? Oh, BC got canceled. What are they going to bring up next?
Yo, I got a question for y'all though, right? I was thinking about this. What if Microsoft would just announce like a new Bloodweight game? You know what I'm saying? What if they bring that?
Hebot would lose it.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Hebot would lose it because he's always talking about Bloodweight.
Yeah, that was a good game back in the day, you heard me. But
Xbox was out there with that crazy shit, man. A motorboat death combat game, Crimson Road to the High Skies or some shit. Microsoft,
Crimson Skies.
Yeah,
Crimson Skies.
Microsoft was always out there pushing the envelope. Nobody ever gave them any credit.
No,
that's true. They did it with Crimson Skies. They did it with Mechassault. They did it with even some games that were exclusive from Sega, for Panzer Dragoon Order. Even Valkyrie was the shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Jet Set Radio Future. I mean, it was a step above Jet Set Radio. I mean, that's why they called it the future. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they did a lot of things as far as like being creative. And with a lot of their first party IPs, I mean, from Blinks to Time Sweeper, which I actually loved and whatnot, to the Halo franchise. I mean, they kept innovating when it came to the Xbox 360. I mean, they came out with Gears during that generation. You know what I'm saying? The Forza series started on the original Xbox, but they evolved it, and then they moved on to Forza Horizon, which is a complete separate series.
Forza Motorsport. My father got your and not only that, Forza was a stepping stone of races for Microsoft, because when it first came out, it was Project Gotham Racing. So I look at Forza as a successor to Project Gotham Racing.
Exactly.
It's even better than what Project Gotham Racing could have been. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, Microsoft has been very innovative with a lot of new IPs and stuff. They really taking chances with a lot of things. So you have to commend Microsoft for that. So.
Definitely, man. And look at this generation. We've had things like Sunset Overdrive, Rise Son of Rome, Killer Instinct, Ori and the Blind Forest, Max and the Curse of Brotherhood. I mean, good Lord, people, there's a lot of games, man. And that's just some of them.
But Xbox has no games.
Local Psycho.
That's another one. That's another one. True that. Local Psycho was on some shit. But let's hear from you, Hebot. What are your thoughts on that Ion game being canceled?
I believe Ion was shown, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm correct, was in E3 2014, I think it was. I could be wrong.
I think it was last year because of the game preview.
Was it last year, Jay?
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and do my homework, so when I have to break some more pony legs, I'm not wrong. But but I don't think it was gonna be like. I think the word was it was supposed to be like a exclusive free to play. Like it was gonna come to like the Xbox preview program or something like that.
It was first on Xbox. It wasn't exclusive. It was
gonna be first on Xbox, but through the free. that program we have.
The game preview.
We try the game preview. So in reality, if you really think about it, it wasn't exclusive, because that means Ark was exclusive and it's not because it's on PlayStation. So. I don't know. I just think maybe that wasn't really Microsoft's call. I think it was the developer themselves said, we're not going to bring it out now for you guys first. We're just going to, maybe rework it, see if we can bring it out simultaneous as a multiplat. Maybe they're gonna change it all over again and start from scratch. We don't really know the story. They made the announcement because they're trying to be Listen, Microsoft is trying to be transparent, and every time they're transparent, motherfuckers want to jump on top of them and say they fucking stupid,
Yes.
weak, they're gay, they're this, they're that. Okay, fine. That may look that way from the outside in, right? But in reality is if they weren't transparent, then they didn't say shit, then people be like, yo, whatever happened to this game? Whatever happened to that game? They always false advertising, lying to their consumers. So they can't win either which way they go. Whether they go to the left or they go to the right, they got a brick wall and they got to figure out a way how to drill through it, break through it, find a sledgehammer or something. So look, if we are real gamers and we really love the brand, okay? And I'm not talking about corporate slavery. I'm talking about just loving the brand because they've been there for us and we've been there for them since day one.
Yes.
Show a little faith. Don't jump the gun. Show a little faith. And I know it's hard because you got people like Next Gen that are very vocal and very well known. People follow him, and he's very verbal, and that's a good thing because we're not trying to damage the show, but you have to have faith because it's too early. E3 hasn't come yet. Scorpio hasn't been properly announced yet, and we don't know what's coming down the pipe because everything that was and that we have gotten to this point was what they announced from 2003 in the launch all the way to this point. And they have been open. We canceled Scalebound. Why? Because it wasn't being worked on the way we wanted to. It would have been released in 2019. And you know damn well they would have kept that open.
Yes.
Then they would have said, Microsoft shows games and they take forever to come out. That's just bullshit. While Sony brings out games all the time, even though that's not true. But they would have said that as the narrative because they would say the narrative always changed. And then Fable Legend, they told us it was canceled, and they told us why. And now this game Ion, they told us why. Same thing with Twisted Pixel. Now, I understand why they did it with Twisted Pixel because Twisted Pixel has made very fantastic games, and none of them really did well for them, for the exception, I think, of Mrs. Explosion Man and Mr. Explosion Man. And these guys have done really, really good games. Comic Jumper, the Mall, Loco Cycle, which a lot of people trashed without even playing it. And Loco Cycle is one of the most unique games of this generation. For crying out loud,
that's like Spy Hunter, man.
Dude, you're a motorcycle, and then you're playing a beat 'em up, and then you're playing Wave Racer, and then you're playing Street Fighter, and then you're playing Super Thunderblade. See, if people play the game, they know what I'm talking about. Has a lot of parody and homages to all these franchises. I know because I beat the game. A lot of QTs, and it has a very Pixar-esque feel with the graphics. It feels like a Pixar movie. So again, that's the only time that I was upset with him. I even did a video on my channel. You guys can go see it and confirm it because I don't talk out my ass. I don't need to lie. But I think they did it because since they didn't make any money for them, they had no choice. Just like the situation with maybe Lionhead, that they weren't making enough money and spending too much money on them to help them make a game, but they weren't bringing up product that was helping them bring funds and profits. Ion, okay, sad because it's always sad, but I think this happens behind the scenes all the time. A lot of games get canceled. I think the same thing happens with Sony, but they don't talk about it. They're not going to talk about it. That's all it is, because they don't feel they need to, or they don't care about being transparent. Microsoft is transparent. Fuck you, Microsoft. You guys are fucking assholes. You cancel everything. That's why sometimes it's better not to say shit,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel you there. As a matter of fact, one of Twisted Pixel's most unique games that I actually enjoyed last gen was the Gunstringer. That was
with the puppet.
Yeah, that shit was badass, yo. I thought that was like the best Connect title besides Dance Central.
Yeah,
I used to play Dance Central with my daughter all the fucking. She used to beat me every time I played Dance Central anyway. But You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. But the Gunstringer was one of the most unique titles last generation
Yes,
for the
yes, you're
Connect,
right. Thank
man.
you
I
for bringing that
thought
up.
that was some out the box thinking. You controlling the puppet with your
In the
hand, and
old
then
in
you
the old
pulling out the
west.
gun and shooting.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That shit
Yes,
was dope.
yes. Good,
All
good
right, now
game.
we actually didn't hear from you earlier, Hebot, because I guess you had taken an out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, really?
as far as yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not
My
sure what happened, but it's all good. As far as like the supposedly exclusive, like there's multiple unannounced games that will be taking advantage of the Xbox Scorpio. And
right.
Phil even alluded to that podcast that he did on IGN
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that
Kaleidoscope.
one or two actually well, there's a few new exclusives, but that maybe one of them may actually launch this holiday season.
Yo,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
my fault to cut y'all off, but yo, I'm just reading something. Yo, check this
Mhm.
out. Sega acquires Crytek Black Sea to voice the creative assembly. So they basically Sega acquired Crytek
No,
Black
the
Sea.
yeah,
Oh,
that
Creative Assembly acquired Crytek.
Uh
yeah,
huh.
it's a division of Crytek that did something for them. I forgot what it was. It's not actual Crytek, but they were
Yeah,
uh
it's a portion of it. Yeah,
they
yeah.
acquired it. They're part of a
Yeah, reading it. It's
creative
crazy.
assembly now. Yeah, yeah.
So Bone is back up in here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've noticed that we've been having a lot of in and out. Maybe that's why I didn't hear you because maybe the volume went away. That's probably
Oh
why.
no, I went out. No, I went in and out because I had a customer.
Oh no! I'm
I
talking about
couldn't.
No,
me.
we
So
know
I
you.
just said
We know
they
you.
asked
You
me.
know you had to take care of business.
Everybody went been in and out. Everybody been in and
Yeah, my
out. So
bad.
I'm a part
But
of it.
Kalina, to answer, because it's getting late. I know some of you guys got to go to work, and I don't want to take too long.
Yeah.
But listen, you said what was exactly how you asked me again?
That Phil Spencer had stated that
Right,
there's
right.
multiple unannounced
Got you,
games
got
that
you,
are going to be exclusive to the Xbox, right?
got you.
And that will be taking advantage of the Xbox Scorpio hardware, and that maybe one or two of those new exclusives, because there are going to be a few new exclusives as well, will actually launch this year, this
Right,
holiday season.
right. Well, I have a listen, Phil Spencer. If you saw that podcast Unlocked interview, he said a lot. He gave a lot of answers very methodically and like a ninja, if you will. If you paid attention, he gave you a lot of answers that people uh, want to hear, but without really saying it directly. And I do believe he's right. I think Phil Spencer is hearing all the backlash of people saying, "Oh yeah, you guys don't bring out exclusives enough. You guys just so about Halo and Forza." Because he even acknowledges this year is very different. You know, it's a year that we don't
Mm-hmm.
have a Halo or a Forza. I mean, or Gears. He didn't say nothing about Forza, obviously, because they have different iterations. But he did acknowledge that, and he also said maybe we have one or two things that we really can't talk about that I'm holding close to the chest because I don't want to announce too early, and that will
Mm-hmm.
probably come out more than likely this year. I think. Listen, when there's a reason why they changed their show to Sunday. They
Mm-hmm.
changed their show to Sunday because they want to be the first ones to kick everybody in the mouth. And we
Yes.
said it. We like to be first. And since
Mm-hmm.
Bethesda started doing their show on Thursday, I think that was all strategically done. Plus, it's prime time. Like my boy was still 100, I would say. It's prime time. Nobody's going to be at work. Everybody's going to have an opportunity to watch this live. Okay? Because it's going to be for everybody to tune in because they want everybody to see this is what we got. Every gamer, from the hardcore to the casual, there's no hidden like cut and dry. They want their audience there so they can see what Scorpio is all about, and
Mm-hmm.
how it's going to look and what they have. And they might even have something with Bethesda exclusive that we don't know. Maybe possibly Half-Life or something. I don't know. The Half-Life 3. I mean, I don't know if it was Bethesda. I'm just ranting off at the moment. I'm tired. I don't remember exactly, but maybe Half-Life 3 could be exclusive. We don't know about it, and that's why they're gonna be there right before Bethesda. That'd be wonderful. I know all the Half-Life fans will be fucking go ape shit. They'll go bananas. So listen, it's coming, man. Scorpio's coming, and they're not gonna invest on something this big, uh, even though it's a mid-cycle generational console. It's basically the Xbox One on steroids. Okay, basically is what it is. They're
Mm-hmm.
not going to do that unless they have uh, uh, the software to prove it. And I know people are gonna be like, oh yeah, but they're gonna keep stuff exclusive. They're not gonna do exclusive to Xbox Scorpio. They're not gonna do exclusive, but I guarantee you, they're not gonna show no games, even though they'll be compatible with the Xbox original, the first one, the first version of the one. They're not gonna show them until they show them on Scorpio first. That's what they're gonna do. From this point on, everything's gonna be shown first on Scorpio, so that people can see the real deal that Scorpio is. And then they'll say, yeah, you could also play it on the Xbox One original version, but it'll be downscaled.
Yeah.
You know. So you know, that's what. But it's good. It's good, man. We're in for a treat, man. I'm telling you. And you're gonna see all these people when they hit them with the 1-2 punch, like Muhammad Ali or the great Mike Tyson when he still had the flow in him, knocking people out with one punch. Everybody gonna be like, "Oh, I love Xbox. Xbox is the best box." You know, and you're gonna see the flipperati, so to speak, like my boy Kano be saying. You know, and it shouldn't be that way, but you'll see. You'll see. They'll come around. They'll come around.
We don't want you back. We would not talk to you. We would not know you.
My boy, I don't mean the ones that left. I mean the ones that have lost somewhat faith on Xbox, you know?
I'm put this way: if you lost faith, you don't bleed this green.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You lost faith, you don't bleed this green. Think about it. Even when you're in a relationship, when you get married, when you say death do us part and all that other shit, you gonna have the good times and the bad times, ups and downs. If you ain't riding with this mo, I roll with Dreamcast to the end.
Yes.
Yeah, I still have my Dreamcast.
I roll with Sega to the fucking dead end.
Yeah, right.
Cause I was diehard. People thinking, oh, he just hating on. I ain't never liked this PlayStation.
Shit.
Yeah, I told people I go to my boy house and go play PlayStation when I saw him playing Final Fantasy and battles. Thing about it is, if it wasn't, if people don't understand, if it wasn't for social media, it wouldn't be that bad.
Right.
It wouldn't be that bad. I went over to my boy house because I had a Sega Saturn, I had a Dreamcast. He was a PlayStation guy. He got it. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
We talk shit too. I'm like, man, I played Madden on that motherfucker. I'm like, man, this shit is some bullshit. Matter of fact, let me open up my backpack and look what I got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we played and we had fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's nothing wrong with being competitive. And then people say the console war. No, it always been console wars. Yes. Man, I'm so tired of hearing that shit. I was in the goddamn schoolyard banging. I got a man. I got a ColecoVision. I got a Atari 2600.
Yeah. Well, can I add something real quick? Just a thought that I had.
Yeah.
Stop it, Jake. Listen, there's one thing that bothers me extremely. Okay, when I hear people say, "Oh, it's just gaming," you're right. It is just gaming, but gaming is a way of life. It's a lifestyle. It's like being an enthusiast of car collecting, being a sports fan, being a fan of boxing, or a fan of comics. But the difference is that gaming can hit you on a more personal level because gaming has saved people's lives, has kept them off the street, has kept them out of jail, has kept them out of doing stupid things.
Yes.
Perhaps even kept them out of death. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I don't see gaming as just gaming. Gaming is a way of life, and it means a lot to a lot of people. And it took a long time to get it to where it is now because of people and gamers that paved the way by supporting the hobby, like Mr. E-Rock 18150, like my boy Kaleidoscope from my island of Puerto Rico, and like myself and my boy Mr. 100. Being that Kano and J-Long are a little bit younger, but still, we are the ones who supported it. We're the ones who kept, like Hunnit said, with Sega, with Dreamcast until the death. We didn't give a fuck. We knew they were giving us good shit, and we loved the console. You know, that's what gaming's all about. That's why I don't.
It's a proven stress reliever, though, Ebot. Because me personally, I used to work delivering pizzas back in the day. This was a while back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, during the Dreamcast era, and I used to want to road rage on motherfuckers, yo. So what I used to take away my stress was Crazy Taxi once I got home. I fucked everybody up in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I grew up alone. I didn't have brothers and sisters. I used to be, and my parents were really heavy into church, and I didn't really have a lot of friends. I was the fat kid in school that people looked at and didn't really acknowledge me, I guess, if you will. And it kept me comfort. It gave me comfort. It let me escape. It let me vent. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It made me build character. Gaming is a way of life, man. It's a culture. It's part of our culture, and for those who grew up with it, like us, it means a lot to us. That's why I said don't just call it. It's just gaming. Yes, it is just gaming as far as what it is, but personally, it's on another level for a lot of us. Because it's done a lot, and it's changed a lot, and it saved a lot of us, and it protected a lot of us. It comforted a lot of us. It gave us and gave us good company, like you said. Let us vent.
It
And
be, yeah, it became our literature. It became our movies. It became our books. It
right.
became our Robinson Crusoe. I
Mhm.
mean, we,
Hmm.
we should still open up a book, but you could play Fable and get lost and go into another world.
Absolutely.
You could play Madden and be a quarterback, which I can't do in real life. You could get to
Exactly.
fight in World War I, which I don't want to do in real life. And I got to tell you guys,
Yeah.
I didn't want to say goodbye to Dreamcast. Okay, it was a sad day for me
Yes.
when Bernie Stolar basically came out and said, "Look, we've only got $30 million in the bank. We're broke.
Yes.
We're not going to produce the
Yes.
Sega Dreamcast anymore." And we were forced to go to Sony PlayStation 2. And I enjoyed it. I had a PS2, I had a PS1, I had a PS3. I enjoyed my time with PlayStation. But to me, gaming is always evolving. It's always
Yes.
moving on. You're always finding a new console. You're always finding a new love, and you're always finding that new Robinson Crusoe or that new Jules Verne book to read. That's what gaming is. That's what
Yep.
gaming means to us old heads who go back to
Yes.
the Atari 2600. And even if you don't go back that
The
far,
arcades.
you know,
Yeah.
I give you Sony fanboys a lot of shit because you really have degenerated gaming, whether you want to admit it or not. But
I know.
we all loved PlayStation at one time. Every Xbox dude who bleeds green
Hmm.
loved PlayStation. But when Kaleidoscope said earlier, when he fell in love with that Xbox, he took a chance on that console like I did in 2002. I was blown away. We understand the fact that the reason why you Sony PlayStation fans are so freaking crazy is because you grew up with Sony. It was your first console. The PS2 was your first console. Hey,
Nothing
listen,
was-
man. I remember Ape Escape. I remember Incredible Crisis. I
Yes.
remember Intelligent Cube. I had
Yes.
all of that shit. But some of you,
Destruction Derby.
yes, but
Wipeout.
you,
Yeah.
you, you, you're going to tell me and Hebot that because we love Xbox, we aren't gamers. You guys aren't gamers. You guys are frauds. You know what, man? That pisses me off, and that's why. Oh my God, I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for you Sony fanboys. And I hate to say it, Kaleidoscope, but yes, I have fed into the console war. Do you know why? Because I love Xbox. I'm an American. I've been called a racist because I really don't want to give the Japanese any more of my money. Do you know why, Kano? Do you know why, J Long? Do you want to know why, Mr. 100? The Japanese don't support us.
That's
The,
right.
the,
Exactly.
the Japanese don't
They don't.
support us anymore, okay? They don't put any games on our consoles and they want to go with the home team. So as far as I'm concerned, they can suck a dick. I'm going to keep pumping money into Microsoft. And as soon as Phil announces that console, as soon as he says that the Xbox Scorpio is ready for pre-order, I'm running down to those thieves at GameStop and putting down $200.
Hey,
You know
don't even
why?
run to the thieves from GameStop. Nah, fuck the
What's
thieves
I'm
from
that?
doing
GameStop.
best
Take your
buy
ass
right
so like
now.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump straight on Amazon and hit pre-order. I'm gonna hit
Exactly.
pre-order. I ain't giving them motherfuckers shit. I ain't giving them motherfuckers from
Hey, hey,
GameStop a dime.
I go, fuck
hey,
those things.
hey, hey,
Fuck them.
yeah.
Fuck. I,
Hey,
I, I
guys,
love my American.
yeah.
I love my American companies, but
Yes,
fuck
yes,
GameStop.
yes,
I ain't giving a
yes,
damn thing.
yes,
They fucking
yes,
more crooks.
yes,
They
yes,
fuck them
yes,
crooks. I go get my man. I go to my man Lottie Dottie down here and give him.
yes.
I give him half on one. I go give him
How
half
are you
on one to
gonna
pre-order one. Cause at least I know I'm gonna
let,
get it, and I might get it a few
let me
days. Is when it's gonna get shipped. It's whenever he
let
get
me
it
ask
shipped.
yeah. Let me ask you guys a question. How are you going to continue? And listen, whatever you want to game on, and guys, I'm sorry to be so long-winded. Whatever you want to
No.
game on, that's your business. But how are
Yeah.
you going to continue and support a gaming industry who we helped build? We helped build Capcom. We helped build Sega. We helped make Konami happen. And now you're not going to support Xbox? And you
Yes.
expect me to spend my hard-earned money on your shit? And you're going to tell me, well, you're not a gamer, Iraq. You're a racist. Well, then racist I be. Because guess what? I'm going to stick with Xbox. If Xbox is going down, I'm going to go down with it. And if gaming finally ends, I guess I'll have to read a fucking book. And that's
Well, shit, I'll watch a video because I'm tired of reading books. I watch me a video. It's called lynda.com or some shit. I'm gonna find me. I need to see this.
yes,
I'm tired of reading. But
yes.
like you say, they don't like I said, people thinking y'all just bad Sonny for some reason. No. How many times you didn't fucked over the consumer? How many times where the consumer Microsoft did something they didn't by law? And if I was them, I wouldn't have gave it back. Remember that little boy, that actually he ain't little, that 17-year-old went and bought all that money on his dad's credit card.
Yeah.
10 racks.
$9,000. Yes, on FIFA.
And Microsoft gave it back.
Yeah, they gave it back. Yeah.
But then Sony, when you got this dude that didn't do it,
and it was
you talking about you trying to make a deal with him.
Proof that he didn't do it. It was overseas.
Yeah. He was asleep. He woke up. He woke up and looked at his bank account. That that motherfucking party shit said overdrawn, insufficient funds. He think he going to Starbucks in the morning and swipe his card. That motherfucker say insufficient funds. What the fuck? I went to sleep with $1,000. I wake up with $0.
And they didn't give him his money back, yo. That's
and then you trying to negotiate. Talking, I give you half. No, you should give it all. And then people sitting there, how? I put this is true story, no shit. I bought straight up, I accidentally was loaded that one night, and I bought regular.
Well, I have a story too.
I bought regular Halo Wars 2. And I'm like, damn, I made a mistake. And I thought it was all on me. But I wanted, like everybody else I was saying, they was playing it early. I said, damn, man, I got an extra $19. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? I called Microsoft and said, hey, I made a mistake. I bought the wrong game. The dude sat on the phone with me until he said, make sure you got your money back. And I want to make sure that, you get your process that you want to.
Yeah, they won't get off the phone until they know it went through, too.
He said, man, check your account right now. Because I just refunded your money. And actually, at the time I actually used the Xbox money to pay for it.
Right.
I didn't even use my card money. So I said no, and then I said, you know what? I don't know. I know you guys get people that do fugazi shit all the time. Can you just charge me an extra $19 and then give me the license for that one? He said, unfortunately, we cannot do it that way. But this is what I do: I refund your $60, and what I will do is, refund it. I'm gonna sit on the phone. Let me know when you refund it, and then I want to make sure the transaction go on because I don't want to get off the phone and then you cuss us out. So I'm looking at it like, oh shit, damn, you gave my money back. Because usually people love to take your money. Companies love to take your money, but they don't love to give it back. Oh, you gotta wait 2 weeks. Even Amazon and them good for that shit.
Well, look, I got a story.
Make you wait.
On it. Can I collide or no?
Yeah, got it.
Look, let me give you a prime example. One, it's gonna be between Sony and Xbox. My son was accidentally he was trying to buy something, I think with the VC that you get with the basketball, the NBA or some shit. And he ended up buying something on Madden too or some shit. And but he bought it accidentally because he thought you could buy it with like in-game currency, currency. And it ended up charging my card like $100 or some shit. I called like 5 minutes later because he said it was an accident. I didn't mean to do it. And I told them, hey, listen, this is what happened. I explained to them. And they're like, okay, no problem. They gave me the money back instantly, right? Instantly. But they still let me keep what he bought,
Shit.
as an example. On PlayStation, I accidentally bought, I didn't accidentally. I bought the Uncharted PS Vita game on PS3 because I thought that you could play it on the PS3, through the PS, if you bought it on the store. I didn't realize that if you bought it, it was just so that you could have it, but you started it.
I can't mind
And that game was like, I think it was like $20. I think it was when I bought it. And I called them and I told them, look, this is what happened. I accidentally, it was the same thing about 5 minutes later because I thought you could play it on the PS3, but I didn't realize it was a Vita on Vita. And they're like, oh, well, sir, we need this. They got all this information. So we will get in contact with you within the next 2 weeks for $15.
Damn.
And it took them 2 weeks to refund me $15 fucking or $20,
That's-
something like that.
Wow.
That's Sony.
I'm dead ass. That's exactly what happened. I was like, what?
King of Fighters 94 is available on Xbox One. Yo, it seems like every week.
The
I know,
Neo
every
Geo.
week
they
they
drop
drop
Yeah.
an
ACA during the
title.
That
podcast.
ACA, but I ain't buying Neo Geo. I ain't buying that one. I got 2000. I got the 2000. I ain't buying that one. They
I
already,
know,
they
I
already
got
cracked me.
2002.
I got
Every
2002. I got 98.
They announced an
2002 is
ACA
dope.
game.
Hey, listen, to add one little thing to what Kaleido said about the mentality with the fans. Look what he said about his friend. That his friend was intrigued by what he saw, and he was like, "Yo, that shit was the illest shit ever." And he told him, "Dude, you could play it, but you gotta get an Xbox." Nah, I'm Sony. Like, who the fuck does that and calls himself a gamer? Come on, dude. If you like a fucking game and it's on another console and you got other games that you're interested, then go play it. That's it. Just buy it and play. What the fuck? That's what gamers do. You can still have a preferred console. That doesn't mean you got to stop liking PlayStation. Just buy
No,
the
but see,
Xbox.
people don't understand that shit. I mean, people thinking, oh, we
It looks
we
to
on some
me.
Sony hate. No, I'm on the Sony thing because Sony be on some bullshit. They be selling you no motherfucking smoking mirrors.
Now, this fucking
They
point,
don't keep-
Xbox fans are the ones supporting Sony and
Yeah.
fucking Nintendo.
Well, I don't give a shit. Like I said, I got people don't understand. I fuck with people that just fuck with straight Sony. That's why I get my insider shit from.
Yeah, right.
Just straight Sony. They don't have
Right.
nothing problem with Xbox, and they will blast Sony for it. Everybody
Right.
don't do that. They're not going to sugarcoat it.
Right.
Like, oh man, they're doing foul practices,
Right.
and we'll
Xbox
post
doesn't
it.
speak out when Xbox does something wrong, but Sony
But I'm gonna put this way: we really bitch off of petty shit.
yeah, you're
Xbox
right.
fans
'cause
be
it's
bitching about a
Sony.
bunch of petty shit.
We're
I couldn't
fucking
talk in the party chat. So fucking what? Play the game.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
God might told you didn't need to talk tonight. Microsoft didn't promise you party chat
Not for nothing,
24/7.
sometimes it's nice to just play and not talk to anybody, enjoy the game sometimes. I'm not saying that it's bad to talk to
Well,
you.
okay, when I got time in the afternoon, it's very rare I'll jump into a party because where I might try to do a little Twitch stream. I just, because I know I might have to pop in and out. Remember that time I was in a party, I was coming in and out. Like, damn, I didn't even know you was in here. I just mute myself and I had to go run and take care of a customer.
Right.
It's just because I work from home. I have that option. Everybody don't have that type of option. But you got to understand, you say we're not gamers. It is not really a definition of a gamer. If you fuck around and you play motherfucking Candy Crush and you king of Candy Crush, you a gamer.
Yeah. You're just a different
Don't
type
go
of
off
guy.
of no fucking gamer score, because if you go off my gamer score, it's lying to you. Because if on Madden, I think my man Tex said you got 25 gamer score. I don't play. I play straight online. I haven't even played fucking franchise and shit like that. I go straight online. So
you always playing Madden.
yeah. So if you tell me,
Madden, or I see him play cards like that card.
I play Prominence, but you can't tell me that I ain't no gamer, or because I don't play a certain genre of game or something like that. You can't tell me what you would like. Like I say, my man Randy Thor, he got 1,000 gamer score, but you can't kick my ass in Madden.
Right.
Just cause you got this. Some people are achievement whores, some people are not. I'm not achievement
He
whore.
plays a lot of indies. You don't play all those indies.
Yeah, and think about it. I like about him because he said this is an easy game to get 1,000 achievement points.
Right. At least he's being honest. Yeah.
He said this shit is easy
Absolutely.
to get 1,000 achievement points. But I don't go look at your gamer score. I don't go look at your police record. You didn't finish this, motherfucker. Do you see how many games do I have? It do tell you how many games you the person have too.
Yo, guys, I think we're gonna end the show now. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I know you gotta go to work. It's 10.
Yeah, man.
My time.
How long did the podcast go for?
So far, it's been 2 hours.
It's 2 hours, but it's about that. It's that, man.
Well, let's just, if you don't mind, Jadon, just to hit 100 on the last question that I had proposed, right? As far as multiple unannounced games that will be taking advantage of the Xbox Scorpio, and then maybe 1 or 2 new IPs will be launching this year. What are your thoughts on that? 100?
Just keep that motherfuckers hidden. Throw it in the safe. If somebody's sneaking, I'm firing your ass. If I don't kill a field, that's all I got to say. But if it gets leaked out, If Crap Gamer gets your shit,
You fired.
if you
Fuck
fired,
you,
it's straight up.
baby.
I'm gonna make you with an NDA clause, because you only thing about it is it's only a small hand of people that can even think about that type of shit.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that has access to that. If it goes
He
down
even
that way,
said
I'm
he even
going.
knows he's happy with
Matter of fact, if I don't fire you, I can sue you.
the
Yep.
right.
I'm not. I want to be surprised. That's what I want. Surprisedness. I want to be surprised.
Exactly.
I don't. I'm
That's what I'm
tired of
saying.
these leaks, and you never see me talk about no leaks.
Like, 'cause you don't want to know.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know. I really don't want to know about no leaks or none of that shit. You know, I don't. You can leak some specs. I don't give a damn. But to the games, that's what E3 was good for. Ain't it over?
Surprises.
Exactly.
Surprises. And
Exactly.
people don't want to surprise nobody. They want to sit there. I know this. I know that. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, if I know something, I keep it in my circle.
Hey, but let me know, man.
Exactly.
I'll let you know tomorrow. Yeah. So I'll let you. I tell people like I don't want none of that shit. This let me be surprised. I want to be ooh and ahs, and you know what I'm saying. And like that's what I was talking
That's the
about.
magic of E3
And
anyway. That's
and
how it all
I
works.
think motherfucker about to be Hiroshima around this motherfucker at E3. I think E3.
Hell
I
yeah.
think man, in fact, like they say, shit, Microsoft might drop a bomb on the motherfucking Japs. Shit, like check this shit out.
Yes. Yes.
They might drop that
Exactly.
bomb. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about, you know what, you racist. I ain't saying that we was right for dropping the bomb on Hiroshima and none of that shit. But know what? I'm going to tell the truth. Yeah, I would have dropped the bomb on you for hitting Pearl Harbor too, because we wasn't fucking with nobody at the time. But see, that's
Exactly.
just me. Wasn't fucking with nobody. When you fuck with a sleeping giant and think about it, keep on. You mess with a sleeping, you keep on knocking on the devil's door, he going to answer.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
It's only
And
a
he
matter of
he
time.
might
Exactly.
answer, and you might answer with shit that you don't like. Boom, 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 boom. Like, whoa, for real?
Yeah,
You
you
know,
want to fuck with us? Then take this.
like
Yeah.
people
All Sony
shitting
did.
on, they
All
shitting
Sony did was
on
wake up a sleeping giant, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you shitting
The
on
more they hate, the more
you
they make
shitting
Microsoft great.
what you call that shit the what you call it, the cop game what you
Okay.
call Crackdown 3. You sitting
Okay.
on that. That's doing something that's innovative.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Horizon Zero Dawn is not doing nothing innovative. That's doing innovative.
Exactly.
They
When
People
showing
got the
you
when
copy paste
Forza
game.
comes out, they showing you innovative. They showing you can drag and you going over 3D puddles and shit. They show you you can tell the weather effects when you play on Forza.
Yes.
Then you go
Yep.
play on other. They giving you they're being innovative. What are you doing? And quit worrying about them talking about oh they're praising Nintendo and all that. Motherfucker, you don't know what you got going down the pipeline with it. We might get Link on the video game. They might bring in, they might say get Power Stone out and bring Link as a guest character. You
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
You already got Mario on motherfucking on fucking Minecraft.
Right. Right. Right.
You don't know what Phil went to go do. I said, Phil, give me motherfucking Samurai Showdown 3.
Uh,
Yes.
And I don't need the exclusive shit. Just give it to me.
There's one thing that I know that Phil is probably leveraging with those Japanese developers. Xbox Play Anywhere.
yeah.
All right, because not only could you play it on the Xbox, you'll be able to play it on Windows, the Xbox One, the Xbox One S, and the Scorpio. All right, all the games will be able to play everywhere with your saves and everything. I mean, that's
Okay,
some shit that you
Capcom
got to take
already did
notice.
it. Capcom already did it with Resident Evil 7. Now look at the new one. Microsoft, see, people is not looking at the whole picture. Sometimes it's when you a general on the field, you do strategizing. I've been playing too much fucking Halo Wars too. You strategize. You commanding some shit. And you going boom, boom, boom. You setting motherfuckers up for failure. It
Yeah.
felt good when I played Halo Wars 2 and I put them they fell into the kill zone.
Yes.
Like, do you see what you Microsoft it might be setting people up and then they don't have to be assholes about it. They can sit back there laughing. Phil might be sitting there laughing. Keep on talking this shit. Keep on. Keep on. I'm not
They
tripping.
talk now.
Yeah, talk now. I got some missiles. I got some. I'm throwing bombs, grenades. Trust me. You might get shocked to what I might be bringing up. We never know. You know,
The more they hate, the more they
who
make
go
Microsoft great.
Fable. Hey, new Fable. You know what I'm saying? New Fable right there for you. What? I thought about that shit, Phil. Hey, man, I need a free game for that one. Because I told you put that shit in the medieval times. And that, but you never know. And think about it, they do listen to the consumer. I don't think Sony does listen to the consumer because nobody didn't want that
Well, they don't
motherfucking
want to refund their money
possible.
back, man. It takes forever just to get a
Huh.
refund, and if not, they
2
don't even
weeks,
refund
people.
it
2
back
weeks.
out. It's like, oh, we'll give you half. What you mean you
2
gonna
No, I
leave
weeks.
me
want no
half, man? Give
half.
me all my
You didn't
money.
take half off my credit card when I gave it to you. You didn't take half.
Motherfuckers cry for $15 for 2 weeks. God damn.
Yeah, that means you broke and you a joke. But you know what I'm saying? Let them praise Sony. Let them praise that false god over there. Because that's all he
Yes.
is a fucking
Yes.
false god. Go on, praise that false god over there. Because the truth will set you free one day. I ain't trying to preach like next gen. I ain't got to do
Didn't
the
they show?
Lord's work.
Didn't they
Because I'm
show
going to
the
do the devil's
racism when
work.
all those?
Because I'm the devil.
Didn't they show their racism firsthand when all those leaked documents came out when with the actors
They
saying
said
Denzel
fuck
Washington
Denzel
was black
Washington,
and all that
all
other
type of shit.
bullshit?
And that's a
Yeah,
damn
man.
shame.
Nobody called them out on that
Yeah.
Oh,
bullshit. Fuck
yep,
them.
that was some crazy shit,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
But y'all
Oh,
want to
yeah.
respect them. You know what I'm saying? They you see they didn't sit there and then there lease Spider-Man. What else they gonna lease? They gonna lease one of their games to Microsoft or something? Nintendo? And really Nintendo don't like they asses.
Nope. Nintendo can't stand them for shit.
But you see, all they quote unquote excuses are now on that motherfucking Switch, bitch. So, so
Yes.
y'all, all them motherfuckers that you talking about exclusives,
That
no, they on the
shit. They're about
Switch.
to put some PlayStation 4 games on that PC
I
to
gotta
Nintendo.
sleep, guys. God
All
Yeah,
right, we
yeah,
got to
yeah,
go
yeah.
take his
Talk
ass to
about
bed,
that.
man. We
Move
gonna
on.
be out this motherfucking man.
All right.
We gonna finish this shit late night on Xbox Live and shit. You come join us on that motherfucker. You can find me on there in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yo, as a matter of fact, tomorrow, people, we're actually going to be streaming Marvel vs. Capcom 3. All right. We're going to have the whole Xbox crew and Ghost Rider. You know what I'm saying? We're all going to get down on that shit. And of course, tonight, after party with fucking 100. We're going to be getting live on Twitch. Probably hit us some more Marvel vs. Capcom as well. And, well, on that note, though, 100, let people know where they can reach you at.
Hey man, y'all can find me everywhere on the interweb. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put this 100 out there. Period. When you just Google it, like that's that ignorant motherfucker right there. So y'all just go do what y'all gotta do. You can check me out on Intro Media Gaming, man. You can check out all these guys, you know what I'm saying? And go subscribe to all these guys because they get great content. They keep it 100. And that's all I gotta say. And J Lo need to go to bed.
All right, yo, E-Rock, it was nice having you on the show. Let people know where they can reach you at.
Guys, you can check me out on erock8150, the YouTube channel, also on Twitter at erock8150. And please, I want to give a shout out to my good friends from the Direct X podcast, B Drew1111, the Welsh Gamer, and
Yes.
Microbox of X. These are Xbox brothers. They bleed green, they never turn coat, and God bless the Direct X show minus the fraud.
Well said, well said. Yo, Kano, where can people reach you at?
Yeah, man. Y'all reach me on intermediategaming.com. You heard me. And catch me on Twitter on Real Young Kano. I'm starting to be more very active on it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been really active like I used to because social media ain't important to me like that no more. But yeah, catch me on Facebook, the Real Young Kano, on Xbox, Real Young Kano, everywhere, Real Young Kano. You feel what I'm saying? And also, you need a banner, $15 for the banner, $5 for the clipboard, 20 for both. You feel me? And we're gonna keep it gaming. You dig what I'm saying? And oh yeah, and go check out the Gamer Section podcast too, man. Every Monday night, 6 o'clock Central Time. You dig?
Yeah, that's what's up. Um, Ebot, where can people reach you at?
Yiba Powerful Gamer and Twitter, capital H, lowercase e, space, capital B, lowercase OT, space 8. Also on YouTube, my YouTube channel. And shout outs to J Long for holding it down and being kind enough to stay up for us. Shout outs to eRock8150, one of the realest gamers in YouTube that needs more recognition because he's the real deal and he spoke from the heart. I'm so glad he was here with us. Shout outs to the World of Xbox, my gaming group on Facebook, and Intro Media Gaming, to with my boys Dorian and Sure Enough and Dillion, all those great guys over there. Pop Off Gamer, Pothead Gamer, uh, and to NWO Prime, Kenny Thomas,
Yes.
Sega Forever, Master Chief, Sir Merkham, all these guys that don't really get the recognition, but do a lot of work in the community. BGST, thank you for having me on, and Collider, like always, thank you for letting me part of your, of this family and your podcast. It's always a pleasure, and I'm glad that I can be a regular member.
He bought
good night, guys.
We are here to do the Lord's
Well,
work.
let's just do
Yeah.
it. Let me break this down for you, Ebot. This is not my podcast. This is the community's podcast. The Xbox
Right,
community.
I know. You've been,
And I want more of that he bought that was from the other day when he was sitting there giving that motherfucker the work. He was
Yep,
giving
on
him the
BGST,
business. He was giving him
one-on-one.
the smoke.
Yeah, he went in like a motherfucker. Yo, Jaylon, where can people reach you at?
Sleep.
On the channel, JLon 908, where this podcast is right now. JLon 908 on Twitter. And you can catch me sleeping. I'm out.